everybody, and welcome back to another night of Call of Duty Mobile action. Thank you guys for joining us for the final night of Bobby's Community Fair, our $3,000 community tournament with some additional prizes as well. It's been going on for the last 2 weeks. Obviously, you guys probably saw Zim and Verdict casting last weekend on my channel. That was for the first 16 teams. We dwindled things down. Me and Zim did last night to now 4 remaining teams out of the community squads, and there are some absolutely nasty players in here. Obviously, only 1 pro player allowed per team, so that gives an opportunity to highlight some players that you guys have probably never seen before. Verdict, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty great. As a matter of fact, I was able to not catch the action live last night, but recap, and I gotta say, we've got some pretty stout teams left standing. Well, we start with 16, and now we're down to 4. It's certainly coming out to the wire here. Community Fair has been very fruitful. I gotta say, I love it when we get involved with some of the players that you just mentioned that we are not very familiar with, and then we get to see them play. And we're like, who are these people? And then we see them, and it's just like action upon action upon action. I've had a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm able to catch the grand finals with you tonight.
Yeah, excited to be here. Obviously, we've got bangers only on our hands. We have the semifinals that will be followed up by the 3rd place matchup, because it's only the top 3 teams that get a Bobby Plays skin for free. So we will have to determine that, as well as for settling money purposes. And then, obviously, the grand finals is what everybody is waiting for. We will take a look at the brackets to see who we've got coming up first. Infinix Gaming actually came away with an automatic win yesterday. Celeste ended up forfeiting, so they'll be going up against the Palone squad. This, even though they arrived here via forfeit, this is definitely not a team that you should scoff at. We can see Kings in here. He has been one of the rising stars in North America right now. You got Billionaire, who is an OG ranked warrior, and I think Vi was actually one of their top players overall in the matches that I watched previously as well. So, looking at the rosters that we got loaded in here, Verdict, any additional players to watch?
No, I think you hit it right on the head. You said VY, that's
Yep.
KV. That is not only a rank warrior, but somebody who could easily have gone pro at any point. So this team is definitely stacked. On top of that, though, on the flip side of things, Palone's team absolutely looked phenomenal last night. I think they beat that, what was it?
QZ?
QZ? I don't even know how to, yeah.
Yep.
They were like an amateur team, and they handed them like light work.
Mm-hmm.
The Hardpoint started out pretty close, but towards the end, I just got way out of grasp, and then the Search and Destroy, I think it was like a 7-4. So I think this one has potential to go the distance, but also our next matchup should be a banger too. I don't think we're going to have a short night, Bobby. I don't think we're going to make record time like we had last night.
It's looking unlikely for sure. We'll run through our maps and bans before we hop into the action. We do have everybody in here and ready to go. It is going to be Slums Hardpoint to get things started. Not a map mode combo that we get to see too terribly often, but I'm personally a fan of it and excited to see how these teams handle it. Hacienda, Search and Destroy, another one that we don't see too terribly often. And then for the final map, if we go to a map 3, it is going to be Raid Control. But like I said, we got everybody ready. We should be good to go whenever the teams get everything squared away, and this is definitely going to be an exciting first match.
Oh, it definitely is. Infinix Gaming getting a slide, I'm going to be honest with you. They may not have made the cut if Celeste had everybody in full effect. That team absolutely dominated. Yeah, we are certainly ready to go. That team absolutely dominated on Saturday of last week. Obviously, not able to produce 5 players. That's a fat L. Nonetheless, here we go. It's Slums. It's Hardpoint. It's game number 1. As you mentioned, we're not going to see too much of it often moving forward. Champs roles and all. Certainly still should be a fun one to see for the last go. 4 points on this objective. First to 250 wins. These hills, they rotate, and these players, they know exactly where they're going to go. So let's see who can get the most of this P1. Let's see who can get that spawn for P2. That's actually huge as well.
Yep. I'd say King's definitely probably the top player to watch in this matchup. We've talked about him a lot on that Simplicity, or rather Galaxity squad, and he has been absolutely nasty with the UL 736, a gun that's become more and more prevalent, especially in North America. Right off the start, picks up a kill, and that is complete control of both the map and the hardpoint right now, as he is torching everybody in sight. Flash finally going to be able to take him down. The only player on the Palone squad able to find any kills, but he's already got 4 to his name.
Yeah, he does, man. Okay, good God, man. He's making it look monstrous. Lovely addition, but again, it's the hill that's the most important here. This is a team deathmatch, and on the hill, we've got plenty of action. KV there to pick up one. He's got some hill time to go along with it. 23 and counting. A break looks like it might come through, but it is going to be Void for the backside. He's going to be able to find the sneak. Might have gotten the flip as well, so maybe a little bit of trouble in P1, but you see Void, he's already spawning in the deep. They're going to go ahead and hold back. This is going to be a big investment. Hopefully it pay off.
Right now, in the kill department, at the very least, Palone squad looks a little bit outmatched. Jock and Dropshot still looking to pick up their first kills so far. You gotta get going early on, but it is gonna be Void anchoring those spawns early on. Taken down from behind is Meowper trying to push down right there, and I believe they're gonna be able to get those spawns cleared out. That's going to be absolutely crucial, because if you do not have spawns here on P2, it's a 1 in a million chance of you finding a break and actually maintaining it. Very, very similar to Summit P3. Spawns are priority number 1, and they're not looking to be in a good spot right here, as we could very well see Infinix make their way up to about 90 points unless we see a crazy break on those spawns come through.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, man. They're just right now funneling in right into the shots of Billionaire, who was on a spree. Oria able to pick up the slack there as the trades come through. Look at that. We're getting egregious look. They don't care. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. This team is here to play. They're grinding their hearts out. They got the backside spawn still, but right now you need to get the mid-side control. Flash trying to do everything he can to cut off this rotation, but it is the Hunter Killer from Kings who also is frying as well. That is a very lethal player on the flip side things. Dropshot able to shut him down on the transition. Oria now trying to get a little dirty inside of the grave site. And good little setup here for P3. You desperately need it. You're down by almost 90, and the game just started.
Well, fortunately for the Palone squad, it looks like there's connection issues for a couple players over on Infinix. I believe both Kings and Billionaire disconnecting a couple times. Meowper gets absolutely zero value out of that Sparrow. We've talked time and time again. That's one of the operators you've got to find a way to get max value out of, so that's a missed opportunity. And right now, Palone squad in a good position to kind of cover some of this gap that has started to form. Palone, nice little flank to take down one before Kings trades him out, but the trade gonna go through anyway. Okay, I thought that was a trophy system kill when I swapped to Kings, but it happened elsewhere. It looked like it was gonna be a pretty solid hold, but even with everything going the way of Palone squad, it doesn't matter. Just too much firepower over on Infinix.
Too much firepower, too much momentum. This one right now, it's a locomotive. They're taking off. Don't get in front of him. Flash says he will. He doesn't care. Is going to be able to find the trade there as he takes down Oria onto the hill. It's all about P4 now as Mechanic Shops. Early rotation. We got the backside spawns for the blue team. That's right, Infinix. They've locked it down. Puri's out on the hill as well. Billionaire looking to go big. Drop shock from the outskirts. Looking to make the breach. Shuts down the Puri. Shuts down Kings. And just like that, we got a little bit of a breathing room now. It's hard to say after seeing this one. It has gotten really, really out of hand. We'll see them collect a little bit of time now, and Drop Shock making the big play. Then Age Shock going to force him out of the hill. Where are the homies at? Where is everybody? Get onto the hill. Grab Vortex comes out to play. That's going to hold off the push for the time being, and that's going to allow the homies over at Palone Gang to come through and get a little bit of map control.
Yep, Gravity Vortex is going to come out for Horio right here. Not going to be able to find a whole lot of value, though. I think maybe one kill coming out with Palone trying to push out for a little bit of map control. He's going to pop the Sparrow. Horion's not going to stand a chance against that one. And Game Crash. Shout out Game Loop. And, of course, the one time that I forgot to get my alt account loaded in. Good times.
Great times, man. It's just too much action on the map, dude. They're trying to nerf you, Bobby. They're trying to send you back to the lobby. You can't see all this. Predator missile coming through, and I'll go ahead and paint your picture. First set of hills in, 119 to 79. Things getting a little closer than anticipated after seeing the first three hills. I mean, we're talking about a 100-point advantage, almost rolling into that P4, but the break there that came through for Jock Shock, I mean, absolutely needed. Now it's back over to P1 where we go back into the blender. Kings popping his Annie. Billionaire going hammy right onto the objective. And they've got a lockdown. Kings just literally cutting the map in half here with Annihilator. Finally able to twerk off there with one, make it two. And just like that, they're back to the spawn themselves. A little bit of a flip as Void's going to be able to slip to the backside. No trigger discipline in that one, though. Kings shuts him down. Oh, my God, bro. That was disgusting. And just like that, I hope you're back after all this. It's still about a 60-point game.
It is not cooperating right now. It just doesn't even want to launch. All right, we're getting there. Hopefully.
All right. Well, 10 seconds left here in P1. We're getting ready for P2, and you already know what King's team, Infinix game, and they've already got the backside locked down. But Palone, they're dumping some operators, trying to get this left lane flashed. And they might be able to do it, Bobby. These back spawns look pretty promising for the time being. Flash, going to be able to show up and show out there as he got the Annie. He's got 2 in the feed. He's got the break potentially as they got the back spawns. They just need to win these first few encounters. Oh, that's easy.
All right, we are finally back. You know, I expected the game to be further along than it is right now, so I guess at the end of it, I can't be too terribly mad. Wow, Flash just cleaning up right there. Drop shot, gonna pop the claw. Does find 2 in the process, but gets shut down. And once again, I'm just not sure this is an operator where it's worthwhile to invest those operators. It looks like they're trying to make a break from the front side. Flash does spawn out, but the rest of the reinforcements are there. And I think if you are Infinix, you're probably a lot better off investing those operators elsewhere where they can make a bigger impact. At this point, it's only going to work out for kills and maybe some score streaks. Gravity Vortex going out there too. And right now, it looks like Infinix is going to chalk this one up. Palonte is doing a solid job of getting their way back into it.
Yeah, they are indeed now. They've cut the lead. It was at 1.100 rolling into that 4th hill. Right now, it's only down to about 40. A little less. P3 opening up for business here at the moment. Some big kills coming through on the front side. Billionaire able to find 2 in the feed himself. The Bison absolutely looking great. Grav Vortex popped. That is going to be able to hold off the rotation to the front side, but through the back, the wrap of the backside of Mechanic. It is a huge gunfight for KV. Takes 2. Looking for the challenge. They've got it on the front side of the hill. We are going to see a break come through. It is going to be Void. He's got a Purifier, and he is locked and loaded. Aurea dropped. Billionaire, will he be the next victim? Will he be able to get the shots? The timing could not have gone any better for him. He's going to find 2 to go. Now it's 30 seconds left to go on this one. They're getting ready for that P4 rotation. That was a little devastating for the side of Infinix last time around.
Billionaire just putting him in the blender on the inside of the hard point. He looked untouchable right there. KV trying to lock things in for the early rotation. Void pushing through Statue right here. Jacques going to get spotted out as well. But both players for the Cologne squad going to be content to sit back and see if they can make this push together. Little do they know there's a claw waiting on the opposite side of that doorway, and that is not a challenge that you want to take. Flash spotted out there as well, but he's going to be able to play his life, and almost 0 value for KV on that claw right there. So once again, Cologne squad doing a good job of mitigating the impact of those operators, but over on the flip side, you see Kings popping the Annihilator. He's already got 2 with it, knows that Drop Shock is waiting. Not going to be able to land the final shot, but the value has been found. And right now, only 40 points needed for Infinix to close this one out.
Hostiles have the hard point.
Not going to be able to get it here. Break's going to come through. We are going to see a little bit of breathing room here now. I say breathing room. It's very tense, Bobby. P4 shut down again. The Sparrows coming out to play. They're not finding very much value. Flash just holding down the angle here inside of the mechanic shop. Looking for at least a little bit of a contest. He's finally sniffed out. His King's going to be able to do it himself. He's got 31 and 42 on the hill. Man, is an absolute beam for the time being. Teammates absolutely looking good too. P1 rotations now. There's only 30 seconds needed to shut this one down. A little bit of scrap time for the free ski. And we'll see just a few more inches here in this one. They only need to collect about 15 after, or 13 rather. 23, sorry, good night. I'm not doing math very well right now, Bobby. You gotta help me there. Onto this P1, could very well shut it down.
My gosh, Dropshock, who started off with a goose egg on this one, has absolutely turned things up. Now sitting on 32, but they need the reinforcements over on the hard point. This is a tough one to get a hold on. And to be honest, if you can just make sure that this remains contested so the game ends, while at the same time locking in spawns for P2, that's probably going to be your best option. Big kill from Palone right there, but once again, the reinforcements drop, Billionaire pushes in, and that might be the final kill to seal things right here. The hard point is going to get cleaned off at least for a little bit, and I believe I saw an operator go to waste for Infinix. So once again, Balone Squad doing everything they can to just try to mitigate any losses that they might find and see if maybe they can get those spawns locked in for P2, but right now, they're going the way of Infinix.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta worry less about the spawns and more about this P1. You gotta take this one by one. And surely enough, they're spread very, very thin. The test time does come through. The take not gonna go through as well, but look at those backside spawns.
Yeah.
It is all blue in the back. Kings has got an Annihilator. He's about to go ham as well. And not even gonna need to get it. One shot that missed. And unless Infinix Gaming, a very, very dominant performance here in match number 1, game number 1. Started out to be a blowout, but gotta commend Pologne's gang. They made a little bit of a comeback, just not enough to get the job done.
Yep, that was. It looked like it was going to be more of a blowout than it ended up being in the end, but it was the UL's reigning terror across the board. Both Kings and Dropshock rocking it and tearing things up. Like we said, just a little too much firepower on the Infinix squad, and Billionaire, phenomenal job playing the OBJ. He was just elusive with that Bison in hand, and very, very difficult to clear out in a number of those situations. Definitely played a big role in that win. Moving on, we are going to be heading into the search and destroy. Admins, if we can open up a spot so I can invite my alt account. Oh, they've already done that. Thank you very much. I'll do that real quick, and then hopefully whenever the emulator does inevitably crash again, at least this time around, we'll have an alternative source. So
there you go.
And in the search and destroy, any people that I might not have thought of that could have a big impact here?
I think it's going to be the norm. I don't recall too much of their matchup last Saturday. I do believe they had to go to a game 3. I just don't really recall. I think we had 3 game 3s on Saturday night, and then we rolled into Sunday night, and it was like 2 that went to game 3. I believe their first series ended up being a hardpoint victory, search loss, and then a control blowout. So this one could be where we see this one turn around for Pologne's gang. So very much so could, still be a matchup that's still up for grabs. Kings, not notoriously known for being great at search and destroy, not bad, but just not one of those players that you
not like a specialist.
Yeah.
Dropshock definitely had a pop-off game for the Pologne squad last night. Pologne didn't really even have to do all that much just because the rest of his team was having such a big impact, but Dropshock for sure. It was on a standoff search and destroy, which is going to play a lot different from Hacienda. Much bigger map, a lot more that you have to check, and it'll be interesting to see how these guys adapt, but obviously Void, we saw him with the sniper in hand last night as well. Wasn't really finding a lot of kills. There weren't many sniper kills in general on that standoff search and destroy map. We'll see if he can bounce back here. Just waiting for our players to get their loadouts readied up, and then we should be good to go for map number 2. But once again, this is not a super popular map among most of the competitive teams, especially when it comes to search and destroy. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to play out.
Good call, man. These admins, let me tell you, they know what they're doing. I wonder who got the bright idea of telling us to track the stats. Yes, my memory doesn't serve me incorrectly, Bobby. Infinix Gaming took a beat down against the Cygnus Novelty team that they eventually, knocked out. But this Infinix Gaming team, definitely not a specialty search and destroy, team. This is a map that is very, very difficult to play as well. It's huge. There's, bomb sites that are on opposite side of the map. You've got a big, mansion that's covering the middle. There's a lot of ground to cover, and off the bat, they've got 3 snipers. That's what I love to see. Let's go.
Is the HDR in play? I guess the HDR is off cooldown. I forgot about that. It's been over a month now. So this is, I believe, the first time that I will be seeing the HDR in competitive in the hands of Meowper. See what he can do with it right here. And gold on that sucker. ADS is so slow that you kind of have no choice but to rock the WC tag laser. But he's going to open things up right there. Finds first blood on one of the big impact players for the Pologne squad. So that's going to be huge. Bomb goes down. Billionaire does get taken down. But he's going to be able to make his way back to play these longer angles. And right now the pressure on for Infinix. Rather, Pologne squad.
Pressure on for Kings, though, bro. There's no way we're egoing with a deagle. Nonetheless, 4 players left standing here as the retake. Looks like, oh my god, it might be coming through, but Meowper absolutely wiping the grins off the faces of the players on the flip side of things. Pologne, Void, looking to get the clutch here. Shot's not going to land for Void first time around. Second one, though, does. KV in the corner, gets them both, lines them up right in the connector. Great play, great intuition, great read. Just an all-around great position for him.
Oh, that was just disgusting and perfectly played Nice little two-piece cleanup and made it look like light work at the same time. Yalper looking pretty solid there with the HDR. Obviously, the big-time upside, the fact that you can one-tap anywhere on the body, and especially with players sliding around corners in tight situations like this, can definitely have a bigger impact than some of the other snipers might be able to have. So bomb's going to go down here once again over on the A side, and it's now on for the retake again for the Palone squad. See what they got. Void in the top side, sniper in hand, going to try to spot out one, but nobody peeking through those little crevices below. And right now, they've got to find an opening, and it's not going to happen as Meowper finds another first blood.
Oh, man, he's just, he's aggravating, bro. I don't like watching that. God, what is he on, bro? Like, if I'm going against a player like this, I'm instantly raging. Like, there's no way this guy's doing this. KV there, gonna find the last two, and I'm just looking at him, man. He's making a zero ADS build look decent there with a little bit of movement and a little bit of shake and bake with the lasers you mentioned. You gotta have it. This gun, I mean, it's a mammoth of one. You cannot wield it around like you can a DLQ or a Locust. Certainly not either of those, but hey, he makes it look decent. He's got a butterfly knock to go around with it. And now the payoff route, it looks like another A-side hit. Blown squad not having it. Oh my God, whoa! How do you miss that one?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, it looked like he was gonna stay alive too. Finally losing some players here, left down to Kings and KV. KV's gonna spot one out once again. He is just not missing a bullet with that CBR in hand. Kings trying to find an angle, but timing keep going against him time and time again. I don't know if that's wall bangable. It's all right. He doesn't need it. One player around the corner trying to get the reload off right here. Will the timing go his way? Can't connect. Both players with snipers in hand. Bit of a snipe off. I was really hoping he's going to go for the wall bang right there, and he gets hit with the concussion mag.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Wait, was that a concussion mag?
90% sure.
90%, you cheeky boy, Void.
Sounded like it.
What a dirty dog. Would he hit the ground? Man, that'd be great for like some, maybe some trick shotting off the fence stop. Obviously, you're not trick shotting Kings. He's not having that one. Last round though, very much so a much needed one to stop the hemorrhaging. You challenge this A side, which yet again we're going right back to it. Billionaire there to find the first blood, and just like that, this bomb should be going down here any moment. Meowper gonna make sure that one's happening. Flash trying to creep and crawl on the outskirts, trying to find one. He gets too big for his britches. Billionaire sends it back to the spawn, Bobby. Bomb's down, 40 seconds, 3v5 here for the retake.
I mean, the sniper's absolutely dominating this lobby so far, and there's going to be another one from Meowper. Once again, you mentioned it, making it look like a deal. Maybe even like a Locust with the way that he's whipping this thing around, but only two players remain to try to clutch up right here. Another quick scope. It connects. Palone gonna drop it as well. And Meowper might be the next generational sniper talent that is yet to be discovered. I don't know if he's on iPad or on phone, but if he's on phone, somebody better sign this guy before stage 3.
Oh, he's disgusting.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
Oh boy, it's like one of those cheers, like when we got to watch Rush. Man, he just brings a certain element to the game. We haven't seen anybody do this HDR justice. He's making it. I mean, he's making it work fun. Let's see what he can do here. 15 seconds into this one. Nobody hard angle peek in this one. They are not trying to go back down to via Billionaire or to Meowper. On the flip side thing is Kings. He's gonna be able to piece one through the top side of the mansion. There goes another one. And my, oh my, another bomb plant down with 35 seconds. It's a 3v5 retake. Finally, Kings is dropped, but still not looking very doable here for the side of Palone gang.
Void gotta connect there. Is going to have a teammate clean things up into the 3v3. Only 23 seconds to work with. Had the angle, but timing goes against him time and time again. And Billionaire not trying to give him anything. Flash is going to be able to take down Meowper. He's been one of their biggest challenges. And now all down to KV. Not going to be able to clutch in the 1v3 this time. And Palone squad staying in things right here. Couple rounds that looked a little bit dicey, but it's all about how you finish things up, and they looked pretty solid right there. Especially, you got to think as they get ready to flip sides, could be a game changer for them.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. There we go. Recipe. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have 5 players here for a retake. 3v5, flawless. Not a single bit of blood drop once that bomb plant goes down, except for on the opposite side of things. Man, Billionaire, God, he's just so... he gets there so quick, there's no way for you to retaliate. Palone's dropped instantly, and the pro player now is the one that's going to be sitting back in the back seat trying to coach. As this one's going to go down yet again. Another kill, another 3v5 retake, Bobby. With 35 seconds. They did it last round. Can they do it to even us up? Meowper holding down the back well. God, he is just so, oh, I don't like watching him anymore, man. He's just so good at it. He's terrible. I hate it. I hate it for Polon's game.
It's really not fair. Just so cheeky with the movement. He's going to be sitting on 8 as we head into the second half, and it is just, especially when it's a one-shot anywhere on the body and he's not missing, that is so uncounterable. I would be surprised if we don't start to see some smokes maybe come out to try to cut off some of these angles, but they're letting the snipers just absolutely rain terror, and it looks like only stuns and trophies in hand, and it looks like a full-on push over on the B side to start right here. Player gets spotted out, and that's finally going to be back at the range where you can't one-shot with the HTR, but that's the one where you can. He's going to be able to take down yet another, and the unusual look doesn't quite pay off the way they expect, but main advantage right here. You got to make sure, don't peek the guy with the one-shot sniper. Do not peek, do not peek. You play those tight corners, and you put the pressure on him.
Okay,
Bomb has been
well,
planted.
hits on. 2 players left standing on the flip side things. Great round turnaround by these 2 players in Flash and Jock. On the flip side things, you got Meowper. The creep. There it goes. Flashes right in the corner. Oh, he can't hit the shot. And finally, Meowper drops.
Get ready for the next
The
round.
players over at the Polone game have a little bit of confidence now. We can't take this guy down. It can be done. And 3-4, lead still in the hands of Infinex. Certainly still a lot more doable. That was not anticipated either. We went 6 rounds on A site, and then we flip sides, an immediate B hit. I love it when we see these curveballs thrown, Bobby. Now we'll see a payoff round come through. It's going to be a little bit of trickery now. One player in the front side, Billionaire top. You got to be able to take one, but not going to be able to find the second. And the hit is on for the A side. There's nobody here to respect this plant if it does go down.
Right now, Void's got the bomb in hand, and he's just patrolling the top side. I hear a lot of concussions. I don't know if that's a concussion mag or if there's like, it's got to be a concussion mag. That's way too many concussion sounds for it to not be that. But Void in the top side is going to be able to take down Meowper, and once again, that is an absolutely crucial kill. You've had a tough time dealing with him all game long. And right now, Polone squad putting themselves in position to maybe tie things up.
Okay. Look at the one on the deep wrap, though. Kings, I think he's the only one here over at the A site. KV and Orya got to play their lives. Orya up top, right into the fist and the shots of Flash. We'll snap our fingers and he's disappeared. We'll see you next round. 2 players left standing, Kings and KV. Let's see what they can do here now as the bomb's made its way finally over. There's 45 seconds left to go on the clock. You had a man advantage for an awfully long time. Let's see if they can maintain it. Kings is already going to be sniffed out. It's down to KV. 1v4 for the God tier clutch. Nope, bomb's not even going to go down. Flash is going to earhole him.
Get ready for the next
We're
round.
tied up, Bobby.
And they didn't even have to get the bomb down right there. That Polone squad was just content to play TDM, and it worked to perfection for them. Obviously, Flash finding ways to be more effective with that SMG in hand and equalizing those snipers who have dominated for the most part so far. Billionaire actually swapping over to the Locust. So we now have 3 different snipers in the game over on Infinex. Hornet yet to pick up that first kill. You've got to have a bigger impact, especially in a game that is quickly slipping away. Kings finds that huge first kill, but Hornet drops for the team first again and still sitting on that goose egg.
Still sitting on the goose egg. Drop shocks dropped on the flip side of things. Orya will see you next round. Didn't have a stout performance in a hardpoint either. We'll see if they can turn their game around here as things are starting to get a little intense. Yeah, God, bro, he's on the staircase and he's literally using the staircase as a heady and dropping kids. It's disgusting. Polone taking some shots as well. Bomb still in his hands. They are absolutely cornered by Billionaire. And Billionaire not going to push as he does not have anything but the Locust here. But out the door, the Jiggle Peak's going to give away. Oh, there's no way we're snappy with it, huh?
Polone is going to be able to pick up one, trying to find himself a 1v4. He's got the bomb in hand as well, but Obviously, Infinix knows his location. Meowper not going to be able to connect on the shot, but does spot him out there. Now with only 30 seconds remaining, Palone's got to commit to something here. He's not going to be able to try to play TDM. You don't have enough time. And I don't know if he knows this, but your best bet's going to be to go to A. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he's going to quite realize. And now trying to chill 3 players in the exact same spot. Kings has no reason to try to take that gunfight. And Meowper, a beautiful quick scope once again to put Infinix back in the lead.
Ready up.
There we go. Could be the round right there, Bobby. This is where we turn things around on the defended site. Again, it wasn't really anything like crazy from Palone's getting these first 2 rounds, right? It's just been them counting their kills. They get, you know, cornered on that first attacking round and managed to fend themselves off where B-side hit. Second round, it was just slow and steady running the race. So no bomb plant needed. Bomb has made its way aggressively over to the A side, and it is being absolutely reciprocated on. 4 players on the fences. 2 players drop instantly. Palone says, I can't get this bomb down. Jock going to be able to find one as well. That's going to be able to make it a little more doable, but let's see if he can continue to do so. All the eyes for the yellow side of the map are focused on this A site, and nobody wanting to get this bomb plant down. Okay, Jock, there we go. Reeling it back, picks up a sniper, and just like that, we got a 3v3.
Corey's still sitting on that goose egg so far, just having a nightmare of a game. It is Kings rocking the concussion mag DLQ. Meowper going to be able to take Palone off the heady right there. Now into the 3v2. Taking Flash out of that inside cubby, going to be the tougher task right here. We'll see if KV can spot him out. Not going to get the information in time. I take it back. Yes, he will. Now all down to Jacques. DLQ concussion mag. Can't connect on the first one or the second. Oh, you can't give him 3 sniper shots. That's just not something you can allow to happen. And now only 1 more round needed for Infinix to move on to the grand finals.
But it's not over yet.
Okay, clean sweep. You got it in you. You look not very good last Saturday. Right now, this is a completely different scenario, completely different map, everything completely different. Oria, though, he's got the same donut he's been rocking. It is not crispy, Bobby. He is dunking right now. We'll see if he can continue to roll on through now. So he's got to pick up the action. Hopefully, he'll be able to get one before this one's done. Yeah, B-side hit now. Buckle up, boys. Here comes the hit. Very, okay, there we go. I was about to say, there's no way. 2, almost gets to 3 Oria. Round of applause. Let's go. Get on board.
Anything to get off the goose egg, you know? I think everybody was rooting for him at that point. Kings get a peek across right there. Void, Switchblade in hand, can't connect. There's a whole lot of missing happening right now, and it's all down to Void to clutch. Just too many players to deal with. That is going to be the end of the road, at least. In regards to the championship for the Palone squad, they will have a chance in our 3rd place matchup coming up later on to see whether or not they can lock in a little bit of additional money, as well as a free Bobby Flay skin for every single player on the squad. But it is going to be Infinix advancing to the grand finals.
There we go. You got to look back at it, Meowper. Man, I cannot wait to see you pull out that HDR a little bit more later on the night, as you will be, you know, advancing to the grand finals, where you'll face off against the winner of our 2nd matchup, which should be an absolute banger, Bobby. 12 kills on board for the HDR wielding son of a gun. I just, you know, I will be as friendly as possible. He was absolutely toxic with it. Kings on the flip side thing, picking up the slack as well. 14 kills on board. Had a pretty good stout performance. You had, you know, a great one from Flash that into both Hardpoint and the Search and Destroy. But again, it's not enough to get the job done. They'll be heading down to the bronze match you mentioned. We're going to get geared up for our next series.
All right. Well, the next one is definitely between the semifinals matchups, the one that I was most excited for.
Yeah.
It is going to be Forsaken squad going up against Jez's squad. Let me look back at what the actual team names are. Sorry, I was reading something. It is going to be Skizas versus Baja Blast. Obviously, Skizas being Jez's team, they absolutely put the work to whoever it was that they were playing last night, just absolutely demolishing them all the way through. And obviously, it was all 2-0s last night, but Forsaken squad, not quite as convincing, but once again, a lot of talent there, and I think this is going to be a banger. Oh, yeah, they were playing against Little Bots with Shotzi, so.
Gotcha. Little Bots minus Little Bot himself.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they get the job done. That's the most important thing. Right now, we're going to get geared up for it. Let's see who gets the job done here. As This is a $3,000 community affair, man. This is about to go down. This is the matchup we've been waiting for. This is the one that I looked at. I was like, bro, this is about to be a banger. There's no way this one is not going to produce. I looked at the talent, man. You cannot help but think Jazz's team is stacked to the brim, bro. Those guys, I mean, everything you want out of a team in an event like this. Again, I didn't know who Flare 2 Raw was coming to this one. I knew pretty much everybody else. And I mean, even they played extremely well. On the flip side of things, again, there's a little bit of uncertainty of some of the players on that squad for Bryson's team, but I think with a name like Baja Blast, they've got to be great, right?
They do. You gotta live up to the brand, you know. So we'll see if they can bring it here. We're gonna run a quick little peek at the Season 4 trailer for Call of Duty Mobile. Season 4 has just dropped in the game. Along with it, you have the OTS 9, the new Battle Pass, which, like I will say, objectively is a banger. Definitely one of the better Battle Passes that we've gotten. So we'll run that real quick, and then we should be just about ready to go for the second match of the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Just waiting on one player for Jez's squad to hop in, and we should be good to go. It is going to be, as far as the maps, it's not maps and bans because I don't think there's any bans. We just throw the maps out there. Takeoff Hardpoint to get things started. Definitely one that we've seen a good bit over the last year. Standoff S&D for map 2. And Slums Control if we go to a map 3. No major surprises, no real maps that any of these guys are going to be super inexperienced on. So I don't feel like I have enough knowledge on like every player in every one of these teams to feel like either one of them is going to have a major advantage. But I would say definitely just based on skill alone, I feel like you got to lean the way of Skeezas at least off the start in this one till we see if maybe Baja Blast can fire back.
A great way of doing it. Obviously, you look at it, you know, Jazz's team absolutely stacked. Can they team on the opposite side of the board keep up? That's the question. We're doing it on a map that certainly is going to be a little bit of a change up. This Takeoff map certainly is not one of the ones that's you don't play that in rank, right? Is it domination now, or is it Hardpoint still?
Wait, what?
Takeoff.
I think Takeoff is only in for Search and Destroy.
Oh.
But I think the majority of these players have played competitive in some capacity or another, so I believe.
Fair enough. We'll see what they can do now. Just waiting on Jazz ready up. There we go. Let's fire it up. Game number 1 of our second series. Winner of this one moves on to face off against, you said it, Infinex Gaming earlier. We saw the matchup. We'll see if this one's just as sweaty, or will we see a game 3? Very doable for both squads, but one team's got to move on. One team's got to get cut and sent to the bronze matchup.
All right, well, we are underway. Don't worry, guys. I got the names fixed. It's all good. As expected, the UL 736 is coming down. They were dominating on map 1. But Tipier's going to be dropped off the start right there. Jez holding down the high ground. LK24 in hand. A little bit surprised we haven't seen him use the UL at all, but I think he does prefer the medium to high mobility weapons a little bit more reminiscent. Going to be able to beam player 1. I believe that is beamed off the high ground right there, and a very, very solid start for Baja Blast, who we felt like was probably a little bit of an underdog in this one. Narsaw, oh my gosh, absolutely turns and burns on that player on high ground right there. Some streaks going out early on, and definitely a strong start here for Baja Blast.
And that's all on top of Bryson sitting on a goose egg for the time being. He's 0-3 at the moment. Yasao absolutely coming through, slaying their heart out. Narsaw as well. Tyrese going to be able to get the trade there. Is going to be able to get some shots there. And Tippier's killing Bryson. Yet again, Yasal putting in work right now. Big points off of P1. You cannot allow that to happen. And Baja Blast filling it to the brim off of this one. P2 stair setup now. Their players there in blue. That is going to be the side of the skis is able to find the first initial advantage. But how long can they hold on to it, Bobby?
Big gunfight for Tyrese. He comes out on top right there, but September hops on down, finds the kill, making a two-piece for him. Shorty around the corner, not going to be able to connect, but backs up, plays his life, and right now they're in a solid spot to continue contesting here. Nade goes over top to find yet another, and likely going to see a lot of contest time here on P2. Both of these teams going to be back and forth. But right now, Baja Blast continues to dominate, and across the board, nobody really having an above-average performance for Skeezes right now, and they're just getting picked apart left and right. September on the high ground, going to be able to take down Beamed once again, and they just look kind of lost right now.
Yeah, lost is one word to put it. They're getting tossed into something. Might be the trash can after this one. We'll see. 74-12, kind of similar vibes of what our game number one of the night kind of went, right? Early setup here on P3. Just like we saw it there, too, as well. They've got a good setup. Jazz holding the backside of the secret site, able to put in two. Narsal are going to be able to slip through the cracks there as Reminiscent's going to be able to win the gunfight. The Hunter Killer's going to be able to come out and play, but it is 4 players still stacking the hill for the time being. A little bit of breathing room. Narsal looking to make the break on the backside. Oh, my God. Able to find one there as he pieces the heady. Able to get some shots on another, but Jazz spawns right behind him.
He spawned there?
Secret site now. It looked like he spawned there.
Oh
he just got counted. He was like right as soon as he spawned back in, he was right there. He's spawning there again.
Well, that is just truly tragic for Baja Blast boys. Fortunately, they are still in the lead, but it's dwindled pretty significantly. Reminiscent pulling out the Sparrow. You got 9 shots on that sucker now. All you could ever hope for is going to be able to find at least one, and a bit of scrap time here as well. Bryson pointed out, started off with the goose egg. He is not there anymore. Now top fragging for his squad, but it is going to be a nice little bounce back there on P3 for Skeezes, and they're setting up pretty nicely over on P4 as well.
Ooh, they're about to feast there. A ton of operators are getting popped, but the Annihilator from Beamed, I don't know, he's just not having a good night so far. Gets shut down. It's only the first set of hills. And so far, so good as the bounce back is starting to make its way up now as they got to play their lives. Flare now in the hill as they got a little bit of contest. Nara's right there. Oh, September and Reminiscent going to get some team shots in. They shut the players down, but here comes both teams again. Tippier popping the claw, looking to make the break on into the objective himself. Inside the corner, there are multiples. We're going to see who comes out on top of this one. 25 seconds left to go here on this one. 9:28, going to pop the Vortex, able to find one, but Tippier gets the last laugh. As the hill is going to be theirs for the time being, Bobby, and that's going to be able to recoup a little bit of that deficit and make us a little bit closer. Al, his first set of hills about to be done and dusted. Oh God, Bryce, just too good, bro.
I saw the opposite POV of what happened. He like didn't even see him yet, and he was already dead there. Bryson gonna pick up. But 1 second of scrap time. Not sure if it's necessarily worth it to give away your location, but you know what? If you're good enough to win the gunfight anyway, then I guess it is worth it. He's doing everything that he can to try to maintain this lead right now. Beam from the high ground, waiting for somebody. It seems like he has comms that 1 player, maybe 2, are making a push on that backside. Beam gets taken down again, as does Jez, and Bryson absolutely tearing it up.
Oh, he's peaking final form right now. 3 in the feed, though. On the blue side of the map, they're looking to get some hill time as well. This is already 10 times as much output as they got off the first time around. You got to be a little bit better off the rip, and maybe you don't have to dig yourself out of this hole. They got 40 points off of P1. Bryce's team did. Baja Blast absolutely hitting hard, just like Bryson himself. Reminiscent there for the contest. Gets shut down. Yusal up top in the red, and Bryson there on the objective, getting his hands dirty across the board. Man is doing it all for the time being. 110 to 89 skill or score gap. And the hill here for this P2 site, looking like it might be an early setup as well for that Baja Blast squad.
September trying to find 1 player, but it's Jez pushing up with the Purifier, instantly taken down. Not a whole lot of value for him. Bryson trying to stay alive, nearly turns on to Tyrese right there, but once again, gunfights going the way of Skeezes. Lots of contest time to be expected here on P2 as well. And right now, if you're Baja Blast, you're trying to break out of this spawn trap. Claw's the perfect thing to do it. Spraying and praying as they look to get pushed out to the other side. I see at least one player spawning the opposite. And it looks like the spawn's going to flip back once again. It is going to be Baja Blast continuing to lock in time, and Bryson just seems to have Jez's number right now. Every engagement I'm seeing between the two, he's coming out on top.
Oh, man, I'd love to see the kill cams where you can see the actual number of victories one player has. I can guarantee Bryson's got everybody by a mile for the time being. Slow start, heating it up here in the beginning of this Hardpoint, but we're getting to the thick of it. And yet again, an early setup here for P3. It invested a lot of time. It paid off last time, but I want to say it was all because Jez just got... Oh, he just got right there. But he just got the graces of getting better spawns and then gifted some as well, to an extent. We'll take a look and see if that comes into play. It's Jez right back on it. He's right on the secret site. Where does he spawn at this time? Nowhere this time around. So they're not having the exact same amount of luck. Roll into this one. That might be a game changer.
I mean, Bryson just can't miss right now. He is absolutely cooking everybody that stumbles upon his path. He's going to let his teammates pick up that scrap time right there as he locks down the backside. Does spot out Jez again, and it just seems like every time he's got the perfect read to take Jez down. Hunter Killer's going to go out, trying to continue building on those streaks. Might be able to get a Pred, might be able to get a Wilson. Best score streak available for these guys as he takes down Beamed as well. And he's just untouchable, an absolute nightmare. No Wilson, but my gosh, that was quite a spree we saw out of him as he makes his way all the way up to 33 and 21.
Yeah, 33 and 21. I mean, prime time here for boys over at Baja Blast. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's hear how those comms sound. They might not be celebrating victory right now, but they are celebrating whatever they can get their hands on.
One downstairs, half, two downstairs.
One in blue, one in blue.
I got him.
I got window. One in here.
I got him.
Window there, window there.
One behind me, there's one behind me.
I'm not here. You got 2 BTs. I'm about to get my car. 1 minute right now. He's on.
There's one front, one front.
You want He's on the side. Don't keep up. On spawn city.
Yeah, it's from behind. It's from behind.
Enemy
down.
On hill.
Window half.
He's under.
Oh, he's right side, north side.
He's one side.
I don't know.
There's
P1.
P1.
Yeah,
There's one more P1.
One more.
Dead on hell, dude. He's right side.
Well, some difficulties in the midst of the listening, but overall pretty solid communication for a pickup team anyway over on the over on Baja Blast. So I think given what happened right there, the amount of operator commitment that we saw out of Skeezes, things could have gone a lot worse. Right now, the foot race back to P1 once again. High ground going to be crucial. Reminiscent finds one from the high ground, and that should open things up for at least one OBJ player. It's going to be Bryson hopping back in. He's on 37 right now. He's going to get spotted out. 3 in the feed for Skeezes. They're trying to make their way back into this one, but having a difficult time finding any big chunks.
Yep, there goes Tyrese. I think he was one of the only operators that wasn't burned on that last rotation. No, scratch that. We got Jez and Flair who are about to get theirs as well, too. Tyrese going to be able to slow the time for the time being, but, I mean, there's only so much you can slow down when you've got a pack of players from Baja Blast who are all over this objective. Rolling this way, he had no intention of seeing this one get out of hand this quickly, and it has been a dominant ride so far for the side of Baja Blast. They've been putting this team in the blender, and Skeez is not able to get the break here, right back on the P1, but time has been bought for a P2 rotation where still, I don't know, denying the inevitable, or what are they prolonging it so far? I mean, you need 12 for the right-hand side. For the left-hand side, you need 120 or 113. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, it seemed like they had done a good job of keeping things close, but this lead has been blown wide open. Now a 100-point lead, and we only have 12 seconds margin of error. It's just going to take an absolute miracle to make something out of it. So Reminiscent hops on in. We'll continue to contest right here. Beams Tyrese, not able to find Tip here. Jez pushes on through, but once again, pretty minimal impact with the operator. Only 2 kills out of the Purifier right there is going to secure them some additional time, but Bryson pops the claw, and that may be the straw that broke the camel's back. They find the full break right here. One Annihilator going to hop in as well, and that's going to be the final tick of progression as a dominant win goes through for Baja Blast.
There we go. We've already been what is it, wrong so far. I mean, we're looking at it. We had no idea what we were getting into. Clearly rolling this one. Baja Blast, just the better team right now. 43 on board. And I recall from Saturday night of last week, I do believe if I took a look at the score, everything, they actually sold the hardpoint off the rip too. So Skeezes might be just here for, you know, hey, a similar scoreline too. It was 250 to 167. I think they just might be getting warmed up. No doubt about it though. Bryson was absolutely piecing though after a very, very slow start. 43 and 30 to close that one out. We'll see what the Search and Destroy brings us next.
You gotta think his snipes have been on point as of recently in Search and Destroy as well. So if he maintains that momentum along with the practice that he's had with snipers over the last couple of tournaments that he's been in, this could spell trouble for Skeezes, who's now on the brink of being sent to third place. I think a lot of people kind of just assumed that with all the talent that they had, they're an automatic bid, but seems like the chemistry is definitely there for Baja Blast. The communication sounded very, very solid, and overall, I feel like they have a very solid chance not only to win this one, but looking at how they compare up against the squad that's advanced to the grand finals in Infinix, I feel like they could match up against them pretty well too.
Okay. All right, here we go. Search and Destroy. Taking a look at the map selections. What are we looking at here for this one? It is Standoff, as we'll head up for a game number 2. All Baja Blast need is 1, and then to stay alive, Skis has got to win this one, and then a control. Surely enough, it's one team that's going to be moving on to the grand finals, one team going to be moving on to the bronze matchup. So we had clean sweep in our first series of the night. This one already starting off with a little bit of a curveball. We absolutely ranted and raved about that Skeezes squad, and they were not able to perform there in game number 1. They got to have a bounce back here in this search, Bobby.
And for people that are just now joining saying, how did Jez go neg? I think it was primarily just because of the engagements he had with Bryson. Bryson was just winning every single one of those. So for those of you like, I've never seen him go neg. Well, I've never seen him lose that many 1v1 engagements, but he was just in the zone right there. We'll see if he remains in the flow state. DLQ coming out as expected. And a lot of sniper presence off the start here for Baja Blast.
Okay. The enemy has the bomb.
First 6 rounds are going to be on the defense. We'll see if they can sit back in the cut and make some shots come through. Wallbang's almost connecting there off the rip there for Bryson, but it's Jez. He's got an R9 and a Dream. He's got the bomb going down over at A site too. They got to lock down. Everyone's pinched back. 40 seconds on the clock here for the retake, 4v5 style. Let's see if they can make it clean. Here comes the hit through the front side. Middle of the map being shut down by Narsal. But Tipier able to stay alive. Could be a little bit of a nuisance if they can't tie those loose ends.
Little B would be really proud of what he's seeing out of Tipier right now. He's got the HDR with the 3 times on it, and right now, Baja Blast getting picked apart. September is going to be able to find 2, but he's left all alone, shut down by Beamed. And it is going to be Skeezes taking round 1, and it looked like the aggressive A push worked to absolute perfection, especially when you got Jez. If he's got an R9 in hand, you can believe that he's going to take down at least one player with him in an area as condensed as that A bomb site. Right now, going with a little bit of a different look, going to sit back with the CBR and let the snipers do the work.
Okay, let's see what they can do. Shots coming through for player 1. Beam, get behind cover before you get beamed out in the open. Certainly, this A hit is not as free as it was last round. I think you had to take one player down. They have since made adjustments. Tipier's dropped as well. Narsal picking up the snipes. Jez trying to get away for his life to hop up. Not going to save you. I thought the mantling was surely going to sell September. Not to stop around. Narsal, shorty.
Nice work.
Shutting down that last player. And a great bounce back there for the defense. Baja Blast hitting heavy here in the second.
Yep, I like the adjustments there. I think really Skeezes could have benefited from that consistent A push. There wasn't really much of a counter, and especially with Jez hitting the way that he was with the R9, I expect they would be able to do it again. He's going to do it this time with the CBR, but just as successful. And now only 2 players remain for Baja Blast once again. I would be very surprised if we didn't see another A push next round. Obviously, still got to clutch up, but it's going to be all down to Narsal right here with 4 players remaining, one of them being Jez. I'd imagine his odds aren't too good.
No, not at all. I think the last hope for a round to be won here was when your September 28th player was trying to pinch approach and surely enough got caught out in the open doing the act. 2-1. Great bounce back and forth with trading blows, Bobby, going back and forth. So far, we're going to be handed back over to the hands the players that lost last game. Devastatingly, it was a blowout. It was not a very good performance off the rip. But great bounce back here to search and destroy. Smoke pop through the middle of the map. Tyrese trying to make the hit. Is going to get caught out as well. Bryson able to shut him down. That's going to hemorrhage his team for the time being, and surely going to hold the push for this A site.
Jez, I thought saw one player peeking out of deli there, but is not going to get sufficient information. I think hits the tree on the peak across there as well. And this is a spot we've seen him be an absolute nightmare in World Champs, especially when he's got that sniper in hand. Very, very good with the jump shots, but not able to connect here. They're down a player once again. Beam's been able to make his way up to the bomb site, but it looks like Baja Blast pretty content to let them get the plant down to see if they can find the retake. It is down into a 3v3. September 28th, gonna find the trade onto Flare, and now pressure on Narsal. Solid start, but not connecting here with the sniper. Jez spots him out. Tragic timing for him, and now all down to September. Player 1 right around the corner, and that is just too nasty of a heady.
Yeah.
Lost that round, but it's
Too
not
nasty.
over yet.
And Pete was not moving, bro. He was not having it. And just like that, we break the cycle. I gotta highlight the player Flare 2 Raw. There was no way you get 2 back there in that back alley approach too. Lot gold on that round, but that one right there, he gets a 2-piece to go on the back alley before he gets traded out. Certainly was one of the bigger impact kills of the round. Flip side things, Reminiscent and Narsal opened up with 1. Bryson able to find another as well. And just like that, the hit going to be back into the granny site now as player and Flare, last one's alive. Beam gonna get picked apart, or Flare's gonna get picked apart as well. Leaving it down to Beam, who he's got a CBR, doesn't have the bomb, and he's already getting hawked down. It's September. It's some wall shots in, but the flicks beamed. Disgusting.
Think he is going to give away information. Now the snipers were checking top grandmas. They unpeak at the worst time possible. And still the 1v4 opportunity is in play. You're going to either need to pick up the bomb or find those 3 kills in the span of a minute. Definitely doable right now. Go ahead and hit the reload. You can hear the snipers looking for the wall bang. And there's another big kill now down into 1v2. Yasuo has the information. I don't think we're going to see any aggressive pushes right here, but that may actually be to their detriment. Yasuo not going to be able to connect on that snipe either, and it's not over for Beamed. He spots him out right there, but finally the shot goes through for Yasuo, cleans up the round, and Baja Blast back within 1.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you don't get that kill, bro, I mean, you're going to be shooting yourself in the next round. I believe I saw him take the shot in the front courtyard, and finally, after the reposition, it pays off. So this one doesn't get spoiled. The players over at Baja Blast brace themselves for another A-side hit this time around. Flare opening up. This bomb's going down very quickly. Bomb gonna be able to reduce the clock there, but Narsal, man, the cheeky little angle beam gets taken off the heady that time.
Sniper still in hand, Tyrese jiggle peeking, and that tire side head glitch is just absolutely lethal. You still got Jez on the inside of the bomb site. He's got a R9 in hand. You take that to the noggin, you do not stand a chance. Now down to the 2 remaining Baja Blast players, and my gosh, the range on this thing, Bryson left all alone. And at least in the first half, Skeezes take the advantage, 4-2. We'll see whether or not they're going to have that same amount come here on the defensive side. A lot of times we see things flip, so we'll see if we have an aggressive push out of the Baja Blast boys. If they do, it's going to be countered pretty heavily right here with 4 players on the inside of the bomb site. Right now, Tyrese the one that they've got to deal with.
Tyrese is the one they got to deal with. He's straddling the hay bales. Bryson and Narsal somehow find those, but Beamed able to get one before he has to dip. One player there on the B side as well. September, oh my God, gets tagged up. And nobody able to get the trade there. Tippier not in position to get the shots in as he was forced back as well. Bomb's going to go down nonetheless. A 3v4 retake. Player on the backside approach and look at the flank. Oh my God, Flair almost gets the two-piece, but Bryson not having it. Could have been the big kills that were needed to clutch this round up. Now it's down to 2.
Tippier gets the audio cue, but not in time to get the trade onto September. He peeks the corner, going to drop, but only 20 seconds remaining, and with Bryson still alive, that just once again puts you in a terrible spot. Misses the first shot. Hasn't had a whole lot of success with the sniper so far. I'd imagine we probably see a change coming here soon, but Narsal is going to be able to take him down anyway. And Baja Blast now back within 1 round and definitely looking pretty confident here on the offensive side.
Okay.
Destroy the
Pretty confident indeed. Start off with a little bit of a haymaker. Bomb rush that A side. See if the adjustments come through. Nade's going to hit. Trophy's not going to have anything. Flair is actually going to be able to find the first. Aggressive, this one. And surely enough, pays his price with life. Yusao able to find their 4th. Bomb's made its way over. You got Tippier, who is... I mean, this is like a bolo spot, right? Bomb's going down. He gets the intel. He's going to go ahead and relay the information. Not going to be able to get some shots in as the team is there to have the players back. So 40 seconds here for the retake, Bobby. It's a clean 4v4. Narsal straddling that tire. And all 3 players on the opposite side just forming a rotational line. They're trying to chop this rotation in half. And not really any place to go here. You got to make a hit. You got to go. There's 20 seconds. Jez, okay, there we go. The opener.
Did he jump off of top blue?
I think so. Disgustingly.
I think that's the only way that you get an angle right there, but the players remaining going to sit back reminiscent. The only one in position to make the play right here, but he doesn't peek in time. Jez hops the bomb, and absolute beauty of a round to finish out there for Skeezes. Now back on top by 2 rounds. They've been able to extend this out a few times, but haven't had a whole lot of success maintaining the lead. We'll see if they can close things out right here. Is definitely defended to perfection on that one, as expected. Once again, solid defense, but Jez missing shots that I have never seen him miss. I think 3 opportunities right there, absolutely whiffed. And another one missed onto Narsal here, and Narsal capitalizes.
Oh my, through the tip of the fence. Flair, though, able to get the trade reminiscent, finding 2 before they go. Bombs could be collected. Narsal in September. September just popping, but is going to run right into Beam now. This is the last hope. Makes it a 1v1. Bomb's going to be collected. And the hit over to the A side. Are you going to commit, or are you going to play for a little bit of time? No, we're playing the bomb heady. I love it. Let's see what Beam's got up his sleeve here for the retake. 40 seconds here. Got to make a move. And surely enough, is in a position to see if the player crosses over. Certainly did not do so. Narsal holding the white picket fence for his dear life.
That's the information you need. Yeah, it's, I mean, and he should have every advantage right now. It's just a question of if it's a god beam out of player 1, and that's exactly what it's going to be. He's going to shoot the body. He had no business winning that gunfight. 11 kills on the board for Beamed, and my gosh, what a performance out of him that is now on the brink of pushing us into a game 3.
Oh my God, Beamed. You nasty. That was disgusting. You had no business winning that, as Bobby said.
Defend the objective.
And Narsal, you can't even be mad at that, bro. I mean, like, literally, well, you could be a little mad.
Yeah, he probably could have killed him there, but that was also a beauty of a shot.
Okay. All right, beauty of a shot followed up. Tyree's finally getting involved in play, but the nade shot, griefing continuing over from the hard point. Jez, number called. Bryson's there on the other side of the line. He is not a happy camper after the last round. This one still could be very much so over. Here for the retake, though, it's a 4v4. Bomb's made its way over to the A site. One more round and we go to control. Stay alive. Narsal able to peel the wigs back of 1, making the rotation to the middle of the map. And Bryson finding the 2-piece. Tippier. Last player alive, Bobby. This one's not over.
Yeah, that was a ballsy challenge over on the barrel side, and it did not pay off. Once again, they're keeping their hopes alive. It's been scrappy. There haven't been a whole lot of big streaks out of either of these teams so far, but It's just been Skeezes barely edging them out in a few of those crucial rounds. We'll see if they can maintain, close things out right here, but we know this is a streaky team, but Narsaw shut down early. He's been one of their best players so far. That is not a good sign if you're Baja Blast. Bryson is going to pick up the sniper. Right now, beamed right behind that tractor area, so anybody looking to push into A has to deal with him first. And right now, Sniper's in desperate need of a pick. Hop-up shots right now for Flare 2 Raw as well, but not going to be able to connect yet.
Oh, Jez. Able to stay alive. The flank, though, are going to be sniffed out, and they were looking for someone to come through the backside. Surely enough. Into Granny's he goes. Player 1, beamed, beaming. South gets headied. We might be buckling up for control, Bobby. 3 left standing. Bryce is still alive, so there's still hope. As well as 928, who has been electric. Bryson finds the head of Tippier, makes it an even one. No, there's still one more player on the flip side of things. Oh, Flare!
Wow.
God, the cross! And that might be the dagger.
We got the
Reminiscent, trying to pull off something crazy. Sees Jez's leg! He sees his leg! Doesn't take the shot! R9 makes him pay! September, now all alone. 1v4 right here. Should see Jez hopping off top Grandma's, but he's getting pinched very, very quickly. He's got nothing but a head glitch and a couple of HP to work with. And player 1 closing in right here. Going to close things down. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a game 3.
Ready up.
There we go. That's it, man. That's the play. That's the call. 7-4, the exact score line, I believe, of that Skeez's squad after taking a little bit of a beatdown in the Hardpoint on their first appearance of this tournament. Certainly reminiscent of this one. Beamed. Just absolutely cracked, bro. Disgustingly. That 1v1, what was that, a 1v3 that he clutched, though? I mean, or was it a 1v2? Never mind, it was a 1v2 that he ended up clutching. I mean, just beaming him off the head glitch. There's no way you peak that angle, not on a player like him, certainly. Here we are. Over to the control we go.
All right. It is Control Raid, correct?
That
Control
is
Slums.
absolutely.
It is not
Yes.
correct.
That is not correct. I'm looking at the wrong day. There, Control Slums. You said it.
All right.
Okay. We're tied up.
Well, naturally, defensive side going to be a big advantage. If we're not flipping sides here, it looks like Skeezes are going to have defense off the start. That puts all the pressure onto Baja Blast. But with that being said, their first respawn map of the day, they made it look like light work. So I'm very confident that they can make a good match out of this. Obviously, the one big task, finding an offensive round.
Okay. Got to find the offensive round. And if you're Skeezes, man, you're sitting in prime real estate. This is the defending opening up. That means the guaranteed defending. If it does go into that overtime round 5, it's a predetermined here in COD Mobile. Control, way it works, you've got a minute and 30 seconds to capture both zones. You capture one zone, you put a minute on the clock, you got 30 lives to do it. If you kill your opponents 30 times in the middle of all that action and that clock's still active, you win the round as well, too. So we'll see who is left standing after this first round. Could be a brutal one. Let's see if the spawns favor out. There it goes. 2 already in the feed. The nade shots already coming through, and Jez, he is on a vendetta, Bobby. Forget game 1. There's nothing to what we're about to see here. Game 3.
He wants revenge for what Bryson did to him on map 1. He gets it at least one time off the start here. Not going to be able to turn on Dioswo. He's able to find 2 before getting traded out. Right now, they're just trying to equalize the lives, so it's not going to be easy to do when they're going up against UL736s on head glitches. Narsaw pushes in, absolutely obliterated. And my gosh, they don't stand a chance right now. Somebody's got to find a way to take Tippier off this head glitch. You need a smoke, a stun, some type of tactical, but nobody's able to get anything close to him right now. He takes down another, and he's already sitting on a 6-free.
Close. Fight harder.
Oh, man, he's got streaks coming up on deck, too. This is one that's for the Preddy. Now as he's locked it down, he's got a cheeky little off angle right in the middle of the map, and he's got a hunter killer that's going to find him the Preddy. He's going to call it up with the UL headshots, too. The two-piece there in the middle of the map, he's locked it down. 9 lives left on the flip side of things. This one not starting off very well for Baja Blast. Starting off a little flat here on the attack.
Yep. Bryson's finally going to pick up his first kill of the game. Tip here, who else? Going to shut him down there as well. And he's sitting on an 8 spree. That is, oh no, I guess he didn't even get any kills with the Hunter Killer. Finally taken down. Really wish that he was rocking the Wilson. I would love to see some Wilson gameplay in this one, but Flare 2 Raw getting pushed up here, and only 3 players remaining. Reminiscent with the UL in hand, just trying to farm as many kills as he can, and does get a score streak to work with. But as expected, winning an offensive round, the biggest question mark for these teams. And it's most needed for Baja Blast, who gets absolutely torched in round 1.
Not a great way to start it off. Not a great way indeed. Into the blender, put them on full chop. I mean, they were pureed after that one. Well, we'll see if they can do it here on the defense now and maybe flip the script. A little bit of a brick side hit for the attacking squad. Split up in the middle now. Dez looking for some map control, eats a nade to the face, but Tippier continuing that same wrap from round number 1 as he opens up with the first blood of his team. Reminiscent there for the 2-piece. And now a little bit of a question. Can we get onto this ace or B site without any problems? Flare's got a great control on the map. And look at that. They're trying to cut this rotation over from the A side of the map too. Flare with beams. Gonna go big. No, he's gonna get shut down. And just like that, Tippier again, the last man standing, defending for the attacking side.
You can keep commentating. I have the tablet up.
Oh, the emulator.
So
Yeah,
I'm just mainly trying to get the emulator back up and running again.
Yeah, do your thing. 4 stacking now. This one, I mean, 2 waves have been sent back to spawn immediately upon getting the side. Tippier looking for a little bit of map control. Again, it's not very hard or not an easy thing to do here on this map. And certainly yellow on the left-hand side of the screen lets you know they are here to play. Sparrow coming out too. I hate to see these operators be burned, but at this point, you've got to guarantee yourself that round 5 at the very least. Maybe give yourself a little bit of streaks to roll into this next round. Right now, no operators in play for either team. With a 21 to 11, 4 seconds left to go on the clock. It looks like this one might be chalked.
Yeah, it's not looking good right here. Takes apart once again. 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. They get on the objective right here. Somehow you can find a way to get the full capture right here. Maybe something can happen, but I'm surprised we're not seeing much of a contest over here on the B zone. Player 1 doing everything he can to stay alive. Finds a big kill right there. And it's, I mean, it's not over, but once again, even if you get this captured, you only have 5 lives remaining. 7 life disparity as the objective does go through. Probably not looking great as you're trying to connect, or trying to get back to the more difficult side to capture anyway.
Yes, indeed. 2 lives left standing here. Not a complete L. You found the B side of things, but surely enough, here in Slums control, you've got to be able to get that A side, and that's where things get a little crazy. No lives to play with. Tippier just playing with his gunny, man. Look at this. He's got the Preddy as well. Not going to be able to use it here. Bryson finally able to shut him down. And here we go. We're tied up.
All right. Well, the emulator's finally back up and running. I mean, guys, you can get mad at me as you want to, but it's not anything I can control. It's literally just because the emulator doesn't work properly. So I apologize for all the emulator crashes. Bare minimum, we do have a backup. Narsaw is going to pop an Annihilator early on. They desperately need to win an offensive round. And they open things up with a few solid kills right here. Tyrese is going to be able to trade for 1. But Narsaw continues to get pushed up. Not a whole lot of value from that Annihilator, but going to pop the DLQ out right there. See if he can cut out anybody on the backside. Actually, Death Machine coming out. And to be honest, for Slum's Hardpoint, that is absolutely perfect, crucial for those wall bangs. He's not getting the information that he needs, and he's going to go ahead and elect to wrap through mid, but Bryson spots him out right there. And that big task of winning an offensive round starting to look a little doable for Baja Blast.
A little bit doable indeed now. B-side hit coming through. It's successful. But just like that, we're going back to the spawns. Flare is going to find a nasty 2-piece. Narsaw from the back, though, able to get the trade, is shut down as well. A second take of progress is where we're going to be stuck at for the time being. Now, back onto the hill we go. Control. Not only a little bit of an extended TDM, but it is certainly a game of objective. And right now, you've tasted victory so close here on B. Can he get the job done, though? Tippier trying to shut the rotation down. He's going to get chopped in half. September 28th is going to be able to seal the deal. We've got a very doable situation. 17-12. The attack now has the life advantage. They've got the B cap. They got plenty of time to make it happen, Bobby.
And you force a couple of operators to be used for skeezes as well. There's still 3 remaining, but 3 on both sides. The thing is, if you are Baja Blast, you recognize you need to find an offensive round to win. Do you go ahead and full send it and hope that you can hold off on the defensive side? Because otherwise, I don't know if you're going to get another chance like this. The lives are dwindling very, very quickly. Hunter Killer is invested by September 28th to find one. Ooh, and a nice wall bang by Bryson to at least get the information. Tippier gets comms from his teammate, is going to be able to get the kill right there. And once again, is it going to be worth it for them to invest these operators? You got 4 charged up and ready to go, and there it is. Reminiscent going to call in 1. The Sparrow comes through. Not a ton of value, though. He gets on in to that site, and that's what's most important. Gets 1 kill as he drops. Gravity Vortex invested as well, and they've got the life advantage. Flare 2 Raw is going to get shut down off of Sparrow, and this just became manageable.
This became manageable indeed. The Preddy is absolutely burned. 2 players left standing. Jazz, player 1. Are they in prime peak form? No. It's down the beam.
Wow.
He can't win the Gutty.
I think that was the right decision.
One.
I like that.
I think it was too. Hey, I mean, they had all the map control in the world. They didn't have to worry about making it past bricks. They have already gotten that far. So, of course, great call. Great investment. It pays out. And in this control game, you may not even need to get to that round 5. You might have just won either round there.
And the thing is, that operator investment, now it actually forced Skeezes to use theirs as well. They've only got 1 remaining. Tippier is the only one with his operator charged up. So even though you're forced to use a couple, you actually come out on the better side anyway if you're Baja Blast. But you're going to allow Skeezes to get pushed up here into the A zone. You got to shut this push down. You can't afford to give away any free takes. And they're at a life disadvantage right now. It's starting to get equalized. September gets pushed up. He's actually got a Wilson to work with if he wants to. I'm not sure if he would actually want to. Narsaw trying to find one with the Annihilator in hand. And player 1 just being cheeky with the heady right there. Takes the Annihilator out of the equation.
And Bryson there to take the trade. And surely enough, we'll take that one if you are on the yellow side of the map. They have done the inevitable, or done the impossible here early on in the 3rd round, able to find that attack round win. The defense looking pretty proper so far. There comes the operator from Tyrese, not going to be able to find anything. Tippier there, though, is able to find some time in on the objective, but gets shut down. Jez picking up the slack on the flip side things, cutting the map right in the middle. And surely enough, with that kind of map control, you can start to see the pressure still falling all on the left-hand side of the map, or the bottom side of the map, rather. And just like that, no capture here on this B site as of yet, and only 30 seconds to go.
Wow, Yasuo full sends the Purifier right there. Doesn't realize players are pushing in the backside. But once again, B, you can be all right with giving up B. It's going to be a lot easier to defend the A side. Yasuo gets pushed up here as well. Flashbang goes out. And once again, the operators get invested.
Oh, no.
Player 1 gets traded off of his. Flair's going to find a crucial kill right there, and this is neck and neck, 8 kills apiece, but only 10 seconds right now. If you're Skeezes, you got to go.
You got to go. Tippier hopping the hill. Jez is on it as well. Oh, no, Jez is on the flip side of things. Wallbang's not hitting Bryson. Got to get shut down. The
Wilson!
Claw's going to be able to get one. The Wilson, is it popped out?
Can he drive
Let's
it?
go, Wilson!
He can't drive it. Oh my god, he can't get the kill. There it is.
It's stuck. It's on fire. What is it doing?
It's not very good.
Oh my. What is...
It's...
Okay, there we go.
Well,
We're running out of lives.
to be fair, I don't think that... I don't think losing the Wilson is a massive loss, but losing
No.
the defensive round most definitely is. It's all down to Narsaw. He needs to clutch a 1v5. Player 1, he can round the corner, and to be honest, you don't even have any need to take these gunfights. You can just sit on the objective and let the other players do their thing. Nade's going to go over right there, but it doesn't matter. You can't blow that vehicle up, I guess, and just like that, into a round 5. And on the flip of a switch, the advantage goes right back over to Skeezes.
Yeah, it does. God, that Wilson was running whenever it has free room, right? That thing moves.
It does.
That thing moves. Gosh, man. Love to see it coming out and maybe. I mean, it's not burn. You mentioned it. You know, it is what it is. Back to square one we go. Opened up with an attack round when you could not hold off the fence on that last round. And now the pressure right back on. Big hit there for you, Sal. He's going to be able to find 2, but he gets shut down, and Flair finding 2 of his own. You got 3 for 5 trade. And the white back to the spawn they go. Attack inside. Not finding any success off the bat here so far.
But keeping things pretty even in the lives. Flair is going to be able to find a 3rd. He's looking to build toward that Pred, but doesn't get the info on the Narsaw. Oh, but he gets the read anyway, and that Pred earned could be the difference in the game if he uses it well. Bryson gets spotted out over on the side, and he is absolutely giving them the work right now. Now down 4 lives, and 0 takes the progression over onto B. He got 35 seconds. You got to make a move.
You got to make a move. You got to make a hit. 7 life to spare. You can't make it past bricks, and right now they're in the blender. Last round was the round to close it out on. They couldn't get the job done. Sparrow, desperate times call for desperate measures. Able to clear the B site out for the time being, but Jazz is still lurking, and he's got the middle of the map literally on lock. You cannot pass without him getting in anything of the action. The wall bangs, Reminiscence shut down. Trades are there for 928, but 7 lives remaining to 17. Bobby, this one might be done.
It's looking like it might be chalk. Down 10 lives right now. Tyrese peeks around the corner, finds another kill, and seeming like only a matter of time. Another tick of progression goes through, but you got 2 lives to find either 15 kills or 4 ticks of progression. And only 8 seconds to make that capture happen. Well played out of Baja Blast, but it is going to be Skeezes coming out on top to advance to the grand finals.
Skeezes. 3-2 victory and absolute stout round 4 that we were not anticipating. Everything just happened so quickly. We were just on board with the Wilson, and lo and behold, map control for days. Yikes. This one, going to be looking at the post-game report. Beamed, absolutely living up to his name. 29 on board, beaming any and everybody on the objective. 29 and 21, 30 and 28. Jazz was peak for him that last round. Like I was not being denied. Tippier with 27 and 20. It was a hot start, though. He's like 8-0 off the bat.
Yeah, no question about
very
it.
stout KDs.
Yeah, it was it's quite a performance out of everybody on that squad. So I am looking back because there was somebody that mentioned that we may have had a quick fix use, and looking back at the VOD footage, there was. It is
tough.
Beamed in round number 2. Swap to his CBR class, and it has quick fix on it. Quick fix, one of the banned perks. It has been that way for well over a year now in competitive. So looks like it is going to be a DQ for Skeezes. Tough way to go out, man.
Hate to see it.
But the rules are the rules. It is going to be Baja Blast advance to the grand finals. Oh, somebody had hardline. Yeah, he had hardline and quick fix on there.
Oh yeah, come on now. Tell us you're a rank warrior without telling us you're a rank warrior. Let's see them loadouts, boys. That's tough. That's terrible because it probably didn't have any impact. You know, actually it did. A few of those gunfights I was watching him and I was like, did someone just pop attack 5? What's going on? And then I looked down. I'm like, oh. I hope this is a visual glitch. It wasn't. That's tough.
All right. Well, unfortunate for Skeezes, but Baja Blast now going to be advancing to the grand finals, and they will be facing Infinex there. But first, we have our 3rd place matchup. It is going to be Skeezes going up against Palone Squad, and coming off a game that they, feel like they should have won because they did win, with the exception of the DQ. You got to think Skeezes probably going to come out with fire under their butts.
Okay. Gonna be coming out with fire in their butts, man. Hey, maybe you can catch them when their guard is down. They didn't look too good on Hardpoint earlier. If you're able to take game number 1 and then, you know, hey, maybe even come through with some search and destroy process, we might be seeing Palone squad able to take a early advantage. But, we'll have to find out now as that one right around the corner. Chat, Bobby's Community Affairs coming down to 4 teams left. Again, one of these teams here moving forward going to be the third place matchup. But looking forward to that grand finals, Bobby. That should be pretty epic.
Yep. Gonna be a banger, no question about it. Looking forward to it. I think we should be getting our other teams loaded in here pretty soon. We're going to take a quick break real quick while we grab some water, and then we should be good to hop into our third place matchup. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for sticking around. We got both of our teams loaded in and ready to go for the next map. We will take a look at the maps and, well, not maps and bands, just the maps. It's going to be, is it in caster chat or am I tripping?
It might be in caster chat, but
up.
it's also in the run of show as well. I'm looking at it right now. It's Hardpoint firing range to start us off, followed up by Search and Destroy Raid, Control Standoff. If it does go past that, it'll be a Summit and then a Hacienda to wrap us up for that game 5. So these ones predetermined, and I gotta love the admins. They know we're in for a long night. Best of 5 here coming up for the bronze matchup. Then we got another best of 5 to back it up.
Oh, I didn't realize we were doing best of 5 for the bronze. Ooh, that is gonna be a long night. All right.
Awesome.
Well, admins, just for the rest of the night, assume you can always start the lobby whenever the players are ready, because we're gonna have to get this sucker rolling. It is going to be Palone squad up against Skeezes, coming off an unfortunate DQ. They're in need of a big bounce back. Firing range, Hardpoint. That's a map that can snowball very, very quickly. And I would imagine with the amount of gun skill that we've seen out of Skeezes so far, looked like arguably the best team in this tournament. I'm expecting a hot start out of them.
Okay. Definitely got to bounce back after the last game. I mean, you had the victory, you had the momentum. You take a attack round win that didn't look like you were going to be able to do after their first round performance on the attacking side, and then all of a sudden, bam, quick fix, hard line, hard stuck, back to the Bronze Series matchup, DQ. Your team's here. Guess what? You still have a chance to redeem yourself. What is the third place prize pool? What are we getting for these guys if they take the dub?
I'm not positive. Why is it making me re-download audio? I'm so confused.
Did your game crash?
Not since the last time that I loaded in. I guess it crashed and then it crashed like in the middle of the last one, so maybe that's the reason. That's very unusual.
Sometimes, like last week, whenever I casted, actually Thursday, whenever I casted Mobile Mayhem with you, my game crashed and I lost everything.
Oh, nice.
Like,
I think that might be what
I
happened.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh yes, I don't have. Wait. Yeah, I don't have any of the weapons. Oh, dear Lord.
That's an L.
I have 9.
Oh God.
All right, chat. We may
Yikes.
be seeing a very scuffed version of COD Mobile, but it will be COD Mobile nonetheless. Oh no, we've got the gun skins. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling.
Good.
Okay. I was worried about that. All right. Game loop on top.
Yeah, let's go. Well, right now we're about to find out Skizas. Are you on top or is it Palone Gang? Let's go. We're getting geared up for game 1 of this best 5. Starting off here. Good side of the spawns here for the side of the Skizas to see if they can continue to maximize on this one. Oh my! Tyrese, that KN, absolutely beautiful. The color spectrum absolutely hitting on all 4s, but there's Drop Shock who's going to be able to take you out in the CL, the UL that comes out to play here early on in this hardpoint.
Yep, no surprises there. It's Palone hopping up into top tower right here. Could cause some issues for Skizas. Be able to find Jez down below. Same for Tyrese. It's kind of poetic because I'm pretty sure the last time I played against Tyrese, he had hopped up into this tower and played it for the entirety of the game. So I don't really feel bad for him. Watching him get beamed from the easiest camping spot in the entire game. Tippier peeks around the corner, finally able to take down Palone. That's going to open things up for them. At least get pushed up right here and see if they can put some pressure onto that P1. Flare looks like he's going to go ahead and just opt and hit the early rotation right here. Gets the setup, peeks around the corner, gets information on players coming through, and he wants those reinforcements ASAP.
Yeah, he wants those reinforcements ASAP. Where's the cavalry? Cutting map right there is Tyrese able to get inside the trader site. You got Pop. Our players inside of P3 as the hill pops open for business. Tyrese is going to be taken down, so no map control on that side of things. You got to wait for the break now as the players are stacking here onto the sandbags on the outskirts of mid. Palone able to open up the one. Tyrese sent back to the spawn again, and now it's a 1v1 here in the point, but Tippier shutting down one, Flare finding the other. No chance for a break here as Flash is also dropped. And back to the drawing board here for the side of the Palone gang.
Right now, fairly even between the two teams. Tippier gonna lock in another kill and some more time. I thought I remembered Palone Squad getting more time on that first hard point, but obviously Skis is doing a good job of contesting and following a slow start, which we saw on map 1 as well out of Skis'. They've definitely come back firing. Jez pulling out the kilo, not something we've seen him use a whole lot as of late, but he is beaming with it, nearly finds 2 right there. Does get shut down. Tippier sends out the Hunter Killer, and both teams starting to get close to popping those first operators.
Yeah, let's see who gets there first. Jazz, he's got Purifier to make a break here onto the point. There it goes. Just like that, it's going to get wasted. Flash in the corner, holding on for dear life. Is going to be able to win that one, and I don't think Jazz is going to be able to get that one back. No, I didn't even see him pop the parry long enough to even pull the trigger. He just walked right into someone who was holding down the angle. Clearly, not going to happen. Lone 3-piece in the feed. Line him up and knock him down. The Sparrow. 9 shots. He's making the most of it so far.
Yeah, nobody wants to challenge that back doorway. And this is once again an operator that I think the more people start to master it, the more we're going to realize it is the best operator in the game. With the amount of value you get, Palone turning and burning with the Holger. He's now got a pred to work with. Sitting on a 4 spree, not counting those operator kills. He is single-handedly locking in the hard point time for his squad right here. Player 1 gonna peek as well, but it doesn't matter. He's got an EMP system, and he's cooking Jez too. He's gonna throw that up just to flex on him. Pred comes down as well, and he is untouchable right now and single-handedly leading the way with 18 kills.
Oh, Drop Shock on the flip side of things. He's anchoring these spawns. Nobody shall pass to the back alley. To the fronts now is Palone finally dealt with. Man was on a god tier spree. Flare though going to get traded out, and the hill's going to be popped there, but nobody's on it for the time being. A little bit of back and forth, and maybe a little bit of an opening for the side of the Skizas to get a break. No, it's going to get shut down. Tyrese there for the trade as the Purifier does come through, and so far, the break does come back in their favor. Just as soon as I say that, they get shut down. Good God, back and forth we go, Bobby.
I mean, the UL's reign of terror continues. Seems like every time I switch to one of those players, they get at least 3 or 4 before getting taken down. Tyrese, KN in hand, gonna spot out 1. I think he saw a flash up in top 10 as well, but at the very least, he's not gonna act on it. Right now, locking down American side, making the push over toward trailer, and he's only got Jacques to deal with. He's got a death machine. Sees him hop across, he can just pre-fire, but he gets turned on right there. Oh, that's one he wishes he could have back. And a surprisingly slow performance out of Flare 2 Raw. He is one of the top performers for Skeezes in the last couple of matches, but only 6 kills to his name. They need him to start picking things up if they're going to have a chance at winning this map 1.
No, you're absolutely right, Bobby. Absolutely right. Tipier is frying. Jazz is frying. Player 1, Beam, is starting to finally fry himself. And the Hill's going to be already taking their 30 seconds left to go here as the rotation over the P2 are going to be made early for the team of Blue. They are locking it down for the time being, Bobby. As soon as I say that, Palone's going to get cut down off his perch. Void, now the last hope here on the backside of things. And uh-oh, we may have a little bit of a flippy coming through now as P1's going to be done in about 12 seconds. Spawns are going to be there for the taking. We are going to have a little bit of an advantage for the team in yellow. Skeezes, so we're going to make the most of this rotation early on.
Ooh, and now you get 2 players in high ground for Skeezes. You get Jez up in tower. Player 1 patrolling 10. He's going to be able to take down Void, pushing around. 1 in Cubby. He's going to drop shot coming through. He doesn't stand a chance either. A 5 spree and working on a Pred missile as well. Player 1's got 1 more to deal with. Wallbang does not connect on flash, doesn't recognize the drop shot. But as that's happening, it's Skeezes taking the lead back into their hands. And that was an accidental kill for Tipier. Somebody just dropped down into his pre-fire. He'll take all the freebies he can get. Tyrese popping a Pred. He's going to be able to find one there as well. And things starting to snowball pretty quickly towards Skeezes.
Well, Drop, if you're there, bro, you just got to pick up this time and be content with it. Wait for the players to come through. We'd love to see a little bit more discipline, but hey, you want the gunny? Got to take it when you can. Back up to the hill we go. Break is going to stick in another side, or lead flip going to go back in the hands to the owners of the team in blue. That is going to be the Palonettes, or the Palone squad, whatever we're deciding to call them, the Palone gang. I can't pronounce it, but they are looking pretty good here. As not going to happen in this one. The snow is getting melted right as we see it, as P3 is open for business. The connection over there already early on is the boys over at Skeezes. They've got the hill hop down.
Yo, somebody in chat write down the loadout code for Tipier's UL, because I want to use it whenever I play tomorrow. Good lord, this thing is absolutely frying. I know it's not going to make me play with him or play like him, but the bare minimum, I want to know what he's using. Tipier gonna pop out the claw here, trying to get info. Not a whole lot of connection. Tries to find one through the smoke right there, but finally shut down. And once again, big value for the Sparrow, but Palone is gonna get dropped before taking all those shots. Palone squad taking the lead back in their favor. Right now, big opportunity for Tipier. Can he find 2? Sees Jacques around the corner. Not gonna need to find the kill anyway. Hunter Killer connects for Tyrese, and just like that, Skeezes back in the hard point, but the most they can do is really tie things up right now. They're just going to opt to go ahead and rotate toward P4.
There we go. 3 seconds left to go. Nobody there to pick up the time. Trailer. A little bit of a split affair right now. It's all about P4. Bottom side wood flare starting to finally catch on. Able to find 3 in the feed. The Preddy is good for 1. His flash is going to get dropped into transition. Backside spawn, no need to worry, but Flash might be catching somebody lacking. Let's see what he can do. Player 1's 1. He's going to get dropped. The break looking like it might come through. The front knock is going to come through. It is the Purifier. Jez, the only player here, is going to be able to find 1, but he's going to have to get a little out of pocket. Jock on the flip side of things. And Drop Shock now there for the contest. For the time being, the lead is going to go back in the hands of Skeezes. But for how much longer will they be able to hold it?
Right now, player 1 gets some value out of the Annihilator, hops up to the top side, and he has been untouchable, turning and burning every direction that he can. There's only so much that one guy can do. Drop Shock able to take him down right there. Not gonna hit the beams across the map. The UL versus UL battle goes the way of Tipier. Palone fires back, and just like that, lead back in the hands. And this has been so back and forth. It seems like every single hard point we've been to so far, there's been a lead change. Foot race over to P1, but you need that high ground control. Tippier says, I'm just going to go ahead and lock things in and see if we can set up a spawn trap right here. He's going over top, and nobody in top side at 10, so he's pretty content to just chill here while he waits on the reinforcements to try to take that high ground. Right now, a solid setup for Skeezes, especially if they can get somebody pushed up there. Got to deal with Flash, but right now, Tippier fairly uncontested, and that's a big kill for Tyrese.
Oh, that's huge. That is massive. They have just been coasting by off this P1 time. Soaking it up, Bobby, just like the sun rays. As practice or firing range has not been very fruitful here on the P1 sites this third time around for the flip side of things. Ballone's gang, they've got to get the break here onto this next rotation. They can't win a single gunfight to save their lives. Freddy's coming through. Hunter Killer's coming through as well. Nobody able to stay alive for a time being. Drop finally going to be able to get in the feed, but he's traded out almost instantly. This one getting a little out of reach. The biggest lead of the day here in this series number 1 or series number 3 of the day. Looking like it might be a shutdown here if we can get this advantage rolling over to P2.
Oh my gosh, Beamed is just on a different level right now, and it looked like it was going to be neck and neck all the way through, but surprisingly enough, the biggest hold of the game comes on P1, which is typically one of the tougher to hold hard points. So, yeah, Tyrese on 40, Tippier on 38. Once again, anytime you can have your pro player sitting at 4th frag on the squad, you are going to be sitting pretty. And Skeezes, play it close most of the way through and blow it wide open at the end. Big contributions across the board. A little bit of a slow game from Flare 2 Raw, but the rest of the boys getting it done.
Oh, yeah. They got it done. It was a neck-and-neck affair until we got to that third set of hills, and P1 was like, I don't think we ever saw any value like that in any other hills. Hell, P2 was not even a lockdown like that. We had so much back and forth at P2 and P3 and even P4. The biggest hill, as you mentioned it earlier, you hit it right on the head, was right there on that P1 reset. So we're getting geared up for it. First series, our first game of this series. I mean, going pretty close, but it got really out of hand towards the end. 250 to 182. I don't think, did they even get a point off of P1 rolling into that reset?
I don't think they did.
Yikes. That's a big morale hit.
Yep.
Right there.
And you do got to give credit to Flare 2 Raw. He didn't have a ton of kills, but he only went 4 negative because he was just sitting in the hard point the entire time for his squad. So he did exactly what they needed him to do. And across the board, Lade looked very, very solid right there. Probably not super great for the confidence of the Palone squad, and they're coming off of a loss in Search and Destroy as well, obviously. They got 2-0'd going up against Infinex heading into this one, so they're in need of a big bounce back. It's going to be a nice, big raid map, and as expected, the snipers likely going to reign supreme here, so we'll see what they can do in the hands of Jez. I believe Beamed was rocking the sniper as well, and on the flip side, Void has been the go-to for the Palone squad.
Alrighty. Game number 2, Search or Destroy Raid. We'll see what we can do. Jez, the last player, ready up. We're getting good and into the thick of it here in this series. That was by far one of their better hardpoint performances that I've seen of the community fair so far. So I mentioned in their journey, the first day, they dropped a massive L to the team that they were going up against, but managed to win both Search or Destroy hardpoint, or Control rather. Kind of like what we saw against the Baja Blast squad without the DQ. So we'll see if they can, ride off this momentum and continue with their same affairs now as the Search or Destroy. About to get started, chat. Bronze Series matchup. Already won in, and it was a very dominant performance towards the end of it. So we'll see if they can continue to ride that same momentum as I mentioned. So rolling into this one, I mean, you had to favor Jazz's team. They look good against the Baja Blast squad, but DQ is just holding them back. We'll see if they'll be able to bounce back and continue their same momentum from the hardpoint.
We will indeed. Hopping into this one, it is going to be Palone squad on offense here, so we'll see what they bring to the table. As expected, Void, only player pulling out the sniper, and I think a couple of HDRs over on the flip side. To be honest, Raid might not be the best map for an HDR, especially given the fact that most of those longer engagements are going to be further than 45 meters, which is where you're guaranteed a one-shot anywhere on the body. And it doesn't even matter if you don't hit a shot anyway. Tyrese whiffing a couple right there. Those should have been easy kills. Jez just going to go ahead and get pushed up anyways. He's got a Maddox in hand. Tyrese finally picking up one, make it two, and I take it back. You do whatever you want with HDR, make it a third one right there. Tyrese absolutely cleaning up round one.
Oh, he's catching fire, man. He got all that action with the KN last game. Dropped 40 bomb. Let's go. 3 to start it off here. And dead in the water, the attacking strats were here in this first round. See if they can do as they buckle up for a hit. Tyrese, he's going to do something a little different too. He's looking for the mid-side approach. Zig is not safe. Nade shot doesn't get. Void does, and maybe a little too aggro. Bobby?
Yeah, I would agree with that one. You know, I like the idea, but I think once you miss the first shot after you get that aggressive peak in the middle, I think you back things up and you reevaluate. He just full sends it. It's okay. His teammate's going to be able to clean things up on their end. It's going to be beaming as well. 3 straight kills to close out the round. And this one's looking like it could start to get one-sided if we don't see maybe a couple different looks out of the Palone squad, who's still got 3 players on a goose egg. 2 rounds in.
Well, now's a better time than ever. Right now, back to the middle of the map they go. Right into the red room they are. See if they can find now is Art is where they're going to be located. Kippier. Right on the outskirts. He's hearing all kind of pitter-patter of feet moving out and about. Void peeks the head first, gets dropped. And the reposition is absolutely necessary. Palone able to get the trade there as Jez drops. But Tyrese able to get the trade just like that. Player advantage right back in the hands of the Skeezas.
And Tyrese is literally just playing this like a rank match. Flash makes him pay right there. Able to find 2. Into a 2v2 right here. Flare on the top side. Sniper in hand. Not going to be able to hit the initial shot right here, but peeks again. And once again, it's Skeezas coming out on top, all down to Jacques right here. He's forced back. Locust in hand. At the very least, he's got the bomb, but Tippy are going to peek around the corner and should be able to make him pay. Both shots going to miss. And now a quick 3-0 start for Skeezas.
3-0. Dominant performance on the flip side of things. Drop shot and Jock. I don't know, bro. Maybe they lost their mental after that last hard point. Not really finding the gunnies here early on. 0-3 starts. This is where their round begins, though. They got to start and turn to the round. Jock right in the middle of the map. Stuns, concussions. Tyrese has dropped. Jazz. Oh my God, where are you even at, bro? What? He's just right behind him. KRM. What?
Those guys look lost. I don't know how anybody hadn't found him by then, but the bomb is down right now. Does need to be retrieved by the Palone squad. He's still got Flash alive. He's got 5 kills on the board. Really the only player that's been able to make an impact so far. Tippier is going to clean that one up. Beam finds Jacques, and now 4 rounds in a row off the start. And doesn't really show many signs of turning around for Palone squad. What do they need to do to have a chance in this one?
Ooh, I don't know. They can't be conservative. They can't be aggressive. Hey, they could probably stay in garage and maybe hope that, you know, everyone get whoa through the wall bangs. Flare going to be able to find one. Jacques going to be able to find the trade. But the trade is going to be traded out as well. Tyrese in the water, the movement. Oh my! What? How do you do that, bro? Why do you let that happen? Oh, Tyrese, I don't know if you caught it from his angle, man.
I did not, and I'm very sad.
He had no business being alive after this one. It's no business. Just disgusting.
Well, this is cyberbullying. Like, straight
brutal.
This is tough to watch. Dropshot, who was the best player going up against QZ yesterday for Palone squad, is still sitting on a goose egg, and it doesn't show much hope of turning around. We're gonna see a different look from Tyrese once again. He has just been straight bullying with the HDR in hand. Everybody over on the pool side right now, he's not going to find info. Now backing up to kitchen right here to see if maybe he can catch somebody out of position. Jacques peeks around the corner, and he makes him pay once again. Oh, If he had hit
Tyrese,
that.
Thank you. Yeah, if you had hit that, man. Yeah. Oh, he's put on a bit of a montage here in this one so far. He's really feeling it, man. Like I said, he pulled out the color spectrum. I don't know the last time anybody's pulled out the gate and just felt absolutely comfortable with it. He was cocky. He's certainly showing. Void. Filling it too. The shots are crispy there. Beam just dropped. Flare. The only person standing in front of this first round victory after 6 brutal ones gets shut down in the water.
Lost that round, but it's not
5-1.
Ready
The
up.
hemorrhaging ends, but the wound is certainly still fresh, Bobby. We'll flip sides. Maybe the pressure will be too much here for the Skeezers to handle. And we'll see this one get a little
Defend the
closer now as we see a little bit of defending sites come through. Maybe we'll see Drop Shot get a kill too. Who knows?
I mean, honestly, right now, if you're Malone squad, like, the pressure's off. You've avoided the 7-0, and that's you got to think that was probably the thing they were most worried about. Like, at this point, it seems fairly inevitable they're going to lose the game, but to dodge the 7-0, oh my gosh, Jez continues to bully these guys. He's going to be able to pick up an LMG here as well. Another player drops as Tyrese takes down Flash, and once again, they just seem straight outgunned. Jacques trying to take down Tyrese. Couple missed shots. We haven't seen him do that very often, but he hits the follow-up once again.
Bro. That ain't right.
Oh, man.
Word shambles.
Oh, my God. It's just not fair. Void all alone.
No.
Don't let Tyrese do it to you.
Oh, God. Tyrese. Disgusting, bro. 18 seconds. Void trying to make the mid-map rotation. KRIM in the hand of Jez. Yeah. It's easy.
Nice work. Get ready for
In the
next
kitchen we
round.
go. This one, not close at all. This one is nothing like the Hardpoint. We went back and forth so much, I think we had like 37 lead changes. Lead changed, and not a single point has been picked up outside of the one that came on the back of the last attacking round since P1 in the Hardpoint. That is how in shambles we are right now, Bobby.
Yeah, it's looking rough out here. How Palone, you were just staring him down. He was wide out in the middle of the open. Just gift him another HDR kill, and he's just straight farming at this point. Palone squad in absolute shambles. Void finally going to find one onto Flare, and Jez drops as well. So once again, a manageable round, but Tyrese is just playing this like a rank match with the way he's running around. Beam takes down Void. And once again, Skeezes with the man advantage. Jacques drops in, all down to Flash.
The enemy has
Okay, Flash takes down Tippier 1v2 now. Bomb's going to be collected. Most importantly, the hit is certainly their ego in this. This is no question about it. They want the smoke. Flash caught it. Just like, God, I didn't catch it from Tyrese's angle, but I'm sure it was disgusting. Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yikes.
That's a tough way to go out. I mean, obviously, they're not out of the competition yet, but you let the hard point get away from you, and then you get absolutely steamrolled in the search and destroy. It's hard to imagine a scenario where they bounce back and find the control. The one thing I can think of is maybe if it's a super defensive sided one, but it's control on standoff, which I don't feel like is insanely defensive sided either. So that, once again, even if they have the defensive side, you can't take that as too much of an advantage. It's not looking good for Palone squad.
Oh, no, you're just taking the high road there, Bobby. I won't be honest with you. You've taken it easy on them. Drop Shock is on the back of dropping 0 kills. He contributed 50 points in score in total. I don't know where the disconnect is for these guys, but after that hard point, again, I mentioned it, P1 all the way up into the 6th round of the attack, there was nothing going for them. Nothing going their way. They got to turn it around here in the control. I'm going to be honest with you. The way the guns are going on the left-hand side of the screen are for Skeezes. It's going to be a short night here for this one. This one might be over. Control standoff. If the gunnies are continuing like they've seen from the end of that hard point to now, this one could be a 3-0.
No question about it. They're getting ready to hop into the standoff control. Once again, things could turn around. It is blue side, aka the defensive side for Palone squad, so that's where they want to be. But it's a very, very tall task with the way that you mentioned the guns are going. For Skis, this is a team that probably most definitely should have been in the grand finals, and Had they not had one player with the wrong loadout, they would be there right now. So they are trying to prove they 100% are deserving of, at the very least, number 3 spot. And if you get that, everybody in your squad gets a Bobby play skin, and that's all that really matters.
There you go. That's a win right there, bro. That is a win. As a matter of fact, before I came into the channel night, I was frying with my Bobby skin earlier, man. I was making it look good in pro lobbies, bro. Let me tell you, those lobbies, though. Yeah, I'll try to get back into the swing of it, man. With stage 1 starting up, I really need to get back into, you know, some of that COD Mobile action. I'm getting the rank up. I'm almost master, okay? By the end of this, well, not this month. By the end of next week, maybe I'll be legendary.
All right. Then maybe we'll pick you up for the for a stage 2 squad. We'll see. We'll run some tryouts. See how you're feeling, how rusty you are.
I mean, look, my game sense is there. My movement, bro, is jeez, man. I don't know what's happened. Like, this iPad is not as good as it once was, or maybe the user. I don't know. Either way, it's, you know, I have fun though, which is which is crazy because COD Mobile rank, man, could be, you know, it could be a bit grimy at times.
It can be. A little bit of a slow start here for Skeezes, but they get into things, and ooh, flash from the high ground, beaming with the LK once again. He's been phenomenal with it so far. Tyrese pushing all the way into their spawn. Void, are we going to take the shot? I was like, surely we're going to shoot the guy that's running in front of us. Does manage to take him down. Beamed, already pushed in onto B and getting some of that objective time. And Jez right now running around with the KRM, doing what Jez does.
Okay. Jez doing Jez things. I don't think we've ever heard that one before. Oh, gonna get flashed right there, not by a throwable, but by Flash himself. And Jock still in the spawns, man. He is wreaking havoc. He is absolutely pissed from last game. He should be. He was frying. Finally gets torched up top, though. Dealt with 22 to 18. Life count still relatively close, but that time certainly of the essence.
Ooh, Void. So many opportunities. I don't know if he's like, if this is trigger discipline or something else. Finally finds one onto Jez right there, but seems like a lot of chances to find kills and just doesn't really want to take the shot. Tyrese peeking around the corner. He's on a 3 spree with the GKS in hand. You love to see it, but right now, round 1, not looking great for Skeezes, and maybe not quite as focused as they could have been off the start right here. Definitely would like to see them focus up a little bit more, as this has not been a very convincing offensive round.
Still doable, though. I mean, there's 13 seconds. Anything can happen in standoff. This map is relatively small in comparison to some of the other ones we usually see, and a lot easier to traverse. Get that tractor control, or even that statue tank area control like Ballone's got right now. Maybe you get a little bit of, you know, B progress right now. It's all about the A site. You think the progress going to go through. They have not dropped many bodies, and Tippier is on a bit of a spree. Finally gets shut down. Down to 3 it goes. And what was looking a little doable now, it's on the backs of 3 players versus 5.
And if they can get the clock stopped, once again, it's not over yet. You get it down to a 2v3. You got players on the objective. Flash content to play over on B, and I think that's kind of the move right here. You don't have any need to challenge the objective. You let your players sit back in these cheeky spots, and you force them to get pushed up right here. Pallone working the heady. He's able to find one, and now all down to Beamed. He does have a sniper in hand, and these 3 players are very split. So if he can play it properly, might be able to make something happen. Takes down one, drop shot. Still on that broken wall side, and Flash definitely got spotted right there. Ooh, not quite the right timing for Beamed. He gets taken down, and it is going to be round 1 for Pallone squad.
This was a round, look, it came down to a 1v2, Bobby. See, like I say, Standoff is one of those maps where you can flip it on, you know, just like the switch of a light bulb, right? The switch not necessarily going to, you know, make any difference, though, as the outcome's still the same as we had anticipated after a very dominant approach. And signs of life there is going to be passed. First bloods in, both sides trades. And it is the Pallone gang getting on board early on, but right now they got to get out of their spawn. They find 3 in the feed, and surely enough, let's see if they can get some hill time to go along with it.
That was a wasted Annihilator right there, so things are looking good for Pallone squad, and things maybe backfiring a little bit for Skeezes. Drop Shock is going to get taken down. coming off his goose egg. Definitely having a solid performance so far for the boys of the Palone squad. And Flash just holding down this mid lane, LK in hand, beaming left and right, and my gosh, he is absolutely terrorizing the Skeezes boys. Spots out Jez there as well, and they are just not able to get anywhere right now.
No, they're not. The good thing, though, is the hill's not been hopped as we see 25 seconds left to go. Finally, a little contesting time. They got B map lane controlled absolutely to a T. You've got Palone holding off the statue tape, but he gets gunned down from mid. 2 players on the hill still, though. They could get the job done. Jez, play with fire. Oh, my God, gets burnt. And so does Tyrese, and the spawn trap might get a little gruesome if he can play his life. Oh, the timing, not there.
Well, right now, spawn trapping, not dealing with the players on the objective, though. And it looks like they're going to be able to get B fully captured. The one thing that you got to look at, now a 10 life disparity, and you only need that one ticket. This actually, this is most definitely doable for the Palone squad right now. They have put themselves in a perfect position, now up 2-0, to actually have a chance at pushing things a little bit later and seeing if they can make it to a game 4.
Okay. Well, just a few moments ago, this game was starting up, and we were just talking about what I was predominantly, that if they played like they did the Search and Destroy and the end of that hard point, they didn't have a shot. Right now, it's 9-game performances. They've got a shot. Flair pulling out the KRM. He's cut right into the middle of the map, got right behind one player who had no idea what was going on alone. Might be the next victim. Surely enough, he is. Flair's going off at the moment in the team. Able to get out of the spawn successfully, and they've got a little bit of double time, too. Jez popping the Fury as well. He's got B. Will anybody be there to contest him or take him down? Middle of the map is right there for Palone, who gets gun. No, it's not the gun. It's Flash, actually. And he is going to be purified Super Soaker style. Palone, oh, you want some too, homie? I got enough plenty for you, Jess says. Minute 12 on the clock still. B ticks going through for the second. And here comes the contest finally.
I mean, Jez is playing this as perfectly as possible. Doesn't have enough ammo to keep shooting right there, but 2 ticks of progression through on both objectives so far for Skeezes, and it looks like they are going to be able to fully capture over here on A. Tip here finds 1 right there, and that should be enough to lock in that final take. And right now, even though the lives are fairly even, all you need is 1 nice little stack for a couple seconds, and you can go ahead and close out this offensive round. They're trying to go for the reverse sweep into control and setting up nicely to do it, but you got to get Jacques cleared out of this factory area. Spots him around the corner, big kill, and that's going to be the hunter killer. Now working on the Pred. We do have Beam popping the Annihilator right here, trying to clear the way to the objective.
Oh, there we go. Flash. I mean, I don't know. He got 3 in the feet, almost gets Jez along with it. But Jez gets hit markered as he makes the rotation through. So, minute 30, 15-14. Beam pulling out the Annie, able to find 1. Not going to be able to get enough time for the second. And there goes the Preddy from Flash. He's earned it. He's going to burn him. But Flair on the hill now is going to go ahead and hop this hill. There's 2 on it. Flash now trying to get the... Oh my God, Flair! How do you not get that? Oh, Preddy! That's... Oh my God, Tip here.
Wow. And Palone just straight dodged it right there, but he gets dumpstered by Jez. He's going to go ahead, pre-fire with the Holger through the wall, but he gets shut down as well. Oh my gosh, they can't seem to find that last second. And right now it's only 6-5, but Tyrese is setting up the spawn trap. 5v5 right now, and they get all progress cleared off right here. The Skis have got to play this carefully. Oh, jump shots, and the death machine goes to waste as well. You got to invest your operators, Tippier. You've got the claw. Ah, you don't have to use it yet. I take it back. They only got 1 player left to deal with. Trying to hit a jump shot right here in 3v1. Should be pretty winnable. Whew. That was close, but they find the win.
It's not over yet.
There we go.
Ready up.
Kind of like there was round 1 vibes, right? Now the momentum is on the other side. You get the trades, you get the kills, you get that first attack round win. More importantly, you get the round that kept you alive. Can make the most of it now as we flip sides yet again. Could be some overtime of brewing if we keep that same kind of mentality. Tyrese gets peeled back. The headshot. First blood is going to be inside of that top granny as he is going to be sent back to the spawn. But on the flip side, Jez He's found the seam to the spawn. He's looking to activate the spawn trap as well. Sparrow pot for flare. Not going to be able to find not even one. But Jez still alive, keeping this spawn trap dream alive.
I'm getting deja vu from stage 5 when Band ran that exact same route with a CBR on standoff control. Absolute perfection out of Jez. Applies the pressure, gets him pushed back into spawn, gets his team the life advantage off the start. Jacques on the top side. Got to deal with 2 Raw right now. And he is not going to be able to do that. I take it back, is going to be able to. Not a whole lot of kills going through for him there, but that's a big feed for the Palone squad, and just like that, evens things up. Big thing right now, you got to get pushed onto that objective.
Yep, there goes Jock. He's going to hop it. There goes the Vortex along with it. Flash through the black hole there is going to be able to get a little bit of map control as well. And time's going to be stopped. Tippier creeping on the backside. Here comes the Claw. Gonna get some wall bang damage, so the ricochet's not gonna hit. No location, only one place he could be. Flash is right there to get you back. And surely an operator goes to waste. On the flip side things, though, you do have a little bit of a player life at lead. Can it maintain the most, though? 20 seconds left to go on the clock. They've got to find 10 to keep this one alive if you are the Skeezers.
And Skeezers, you don't have to give away lives right here. Like, it's, once again, I feel like we see teams do this so often, where they get so hyper-focused on not giving away one of the objectives that they give away a bunch of lives in the process, when they could have just tried to hold over on that opposite objective. Now, Tyrese gets taken down in mid-street right there, and all of a sudden it gets a lot more difficult. One player tucked away, and it's Palone with a Sparrow. Should be able to find at least 1 kill. Nobody coming through that doorway anytime soon, and just like that, only 2 players remain. And wow, those lives completely disintegrate before their eyes. Jez shut down as well, and 2 Raw not going to be able to survive there as Palone squad prolong the series and push us to a game 4.
There we go. Round of applause here for Palone gang. They didn't even need to get the B cap, just get the bodies. And that attack round, they were flawless on it. The defense, though, not necessarily their friend. Live to see another game indeed. Now, is you need to get the first of 3 here in the best of 5 in order to win that 3rd place. All that was needed there. I felt like we saw way too much confidence out of a team that did not need confidence in this one. There was nothing to be confident about that control performance.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Yeah, it was, I think, a little overconfident coming out of a search and destroy. I mean, and it was a search and destroy that...
We went into a confident search and destroy, too. Yeah, I mean... I don't know, I guess. I mean, that was just... Is standoff it, though? Was it the map, or was it the players?
I don't think it was the map. I think this is a squad that's talented enough that they can win on any map. I think if you're giving up a defensive round after the way that they played that search and destroy and that hard point, like that was very much a confidence thing. We saw Jez running the Maddox early on. He was sitting at like 5 and 10 or something. Like it was pretty obvious that they were just kind of messing around. Palone squad made him pay.
Okay. Alrighty. Palone squad taking 1 for them. Now we're heading to a Hardpoint Summit, where this one could still very much so end, but Data Momentum has, again, swapped over to Palone's gang. Let's see if they can keep it now. Going to be flawless moving forward. You got to start it out here in this Hardpoint. Very, very dominant performance there in the control, too. I got to commend them.
Yeah, no question about it. They looked really, really good. Solid teamwork across the board, and even in situations where it seemed like Skeezers were starting to bounce back, they were resilient and played to perfection. So we'll see. The Hardpoint Summit, definitely very rotations are going to be crucial, and especially for a team that like looks a little bit more cohesive in the Palone squad. This could be a match where they have a little bit of an advantage.
Okay, let's see if they can do it. Palone gang, this one's to keep you alive. Skeezers, you just need 1, and you've got the Bobby skin locked and loaded. Let's see what they can do. P1 going to be obviously right here. Is you see it right in the bottom side of the control. We'll see who can smash these computers and get this control off the back. Bottom side lockdown so far so good. Balone squad, they've got some kills to go along with it. Top side going to be controlled for the time being and for the side of the skeezes, but the name of the game is Hardpoint. You've got to hop this hill at some point.
Isn't the OTS-9 banned?
Hardpoint is ours.
Is it?
Hardpoint contested.
I thought it was.
Should be a cooldown. Who's using the OTS?
Jez is using the skin that came out tonight.
He said to heck with it. Look, I mean, the gun looks good. It's like
It
one of
looks
my
really
favorite
good.
bulwark guns. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Now?
Hardpoint is
I think they're throwing. I think they wanted to play a map 5 or something. I don't even know. That's just so unusual. When did he even have time to buy it? I thought it came out while they were in the middle of their match. Or maybe it was before. But all right. Well, we'll commentate away anyway. Act like nothing out of the ordinary is happening.
The skin looks great. 30 rounds as well. Is it unlocked everything? You got the loadout? Can you drop the build in chat so everyone can take a look at it? Well, 20 to 28, close one as we head over to P2. Catwalk is where business is going to be handled at. Jock trying to get into the hill. There goes the... Oh my god, I don't know if he wanted to get the... He was just like, I don't want to die here. Oh my god, look, Jock dies, goes back to spawn, finally kills Jez. And just like that, Jez kills him with the hunter killer that he tossed. That I didn't even think made it out of the side of the map.
These guys are just 1v1ing, and everybody else is playing around them. That's all that's happening right now. Jez pushing the top side. I'm a little surprised he's using the 30-round mag. Obviously, the 40-round, a little bit slower, but I think worthwhile, especially only having 30 bullets in an SMG can be very, very punishing for any amount of shots missed. So, obviously, Jez not off to a terrible start in the close range, going to absolutely cook. Nice little 2-spree right there. And he's looking to set up the spawn trap as the hard point has popped right now. Good spawn secured for the Palone squad.
Yep, they got good spawns, but they got one player in the back. Finally dealt with. Tyrese not going to be able to get the job done. And now you got to bank on a hit from the front. Kipier says, I'll bank on this. It gets dropped out of oblivion. There goes the claw out the window as Grad Vortex there to answer anybody through the front. Tyrese, though, is going to be able to pull out the death machine through the backside. We might have found a scene for Jez. Nope, he's going to find 2, and he's going to be done as well. So a little bit of a hill being occupied for the side of the team that got the advantage off the rip. They have not given up anything so far here in this B3 rotation.
Somebody in chat said that I said no guns were banned. I don't think I ever said that. I'm pretty sure every part of this tournament has been run based off the standard competitive rule set, which is why you haven't seen any SKSs or SVDs, and the reason why you haven't seen any OTS-9s either. But, you know, shout out to Jez. We get some early access, not really early access, but I haven't bought the OTS-9, and now that I'm getting to watch the gameplay, I don't feel the need to either. So W.
All right. There we go. No gun bans here. No, that's not how it works here. Drop shock. Trying to pull out the claw there in a wasted one indeed. Flash going to be able to find 1, make it 2. But he's done. Player 1. Flawless so far. Gets the wall bang right there on Palone. It is Annie going absolutely crazy. Let's see if we can find the next. Throwables being tossed out. Drop shock. Dusted. On the flip side, they can't even make it out. Look at the flip. Jock. I mean, you put too much pressure, the spawn is bound to flip.
Oh my gosh, Jez just running circles around him right now. Cooking up with the H2O Purifier, finally shut down, but not before taking down Jacques with him. Regardless, the match is pretty close. Jez already up to 20. And, I mean, yeah, I don't think that, I don't think they're taking it too terribly seriously, because I'm looking over, and there's 3 players in single digits, and it's a tie game. They're just playing TDM right now.
All right. We'll let the boys have fun. They're cooking right now, right? Or they're getting cooked, either way. At the moment, again, Game 4 brought to you by Jez and his OTS. And surely enough, they are going to be able to hop some hill time for the time being. Sparrow out to play as well here for player 2 Raw. And surely enough, Nobody there to contest. Anybody home? Only 4 shots left. There's a lot of time for that puppy as well. Polone actually going to be able to shut him down from the top side. Still, Hill's going to be held here for the Skeezers, and they are absolutely running with it.
My gosh, Jez is untouchable with the OTS-9. I'm excited to see this in competitive now. It looks really good right now because Jez is using it. Overall, I think it's fairly comparable to the QQ9 and the Switchblade, so I don't think it's the type of weapon that's going to completely take over, but overall, definitely a very solid, versatile SMG that I'm expecting that we'll see a good bit. Jez nearly turns onto Polone right there, but does get dropped. Tyrese pulling out that death machine. I'm a little bit shocked that he's sticking with it. They may have to stick with it once they pick it early on, but it's going to be Polone popping the Sparrow right here. He clears out the entire top side and trying to get his team back into this one, following a strong P1 from Skeezers.
Here we go. Strong P1 there from Skeezers. Connecting over for the break here for P2. 40 point advantage, making it exact. But Streak's coming out. Break comes through. Void gonna be able to hop the hill. Fury is out the play as well. Burn into snow. Bandits. A beam tucked away nice and tightly right there. That's a cheeky little angle. Nobody expects to be for him to be there, and surely enough, he's able to do the D and get the re-break and retake back onto the hill. So 153 and counting. 8 seconds left before we make the rotation over new. You can already see it's a sea of yellow. They locked it down last time around, Bobby. Can they do the same job?
And right now, their setup for those spawns is looking really good, but I believe it's going to flip right there. Jez either hit the flank or was gifted the spawn, so just like that, Skeezes should be able to push in right here. Polone absolutely turns on to Jez. He gets shut down, but once again, the reinforcements are here, and still 48 seconds remaining on this hard point. Should be fairly doable to break. Flash gets spotted around the corner. Oh, hit marker with the Annihilator for beamed. That's unfortunate. And they have the spawns, but they can't get pushed into the hard point.
Yeah, same exact results from last time, except for they don't have the spawns. They have just locked it down. P3 has been impenetrable. Split they are for the time being. It is going to be finally a break into the objective after having the hill or the spawns for the past 40 seconds. They just couldn't make it out of it, surely enough. The boys and gals over the lone squad, they have got their fill and they're heading for new. 40-second advantage still in the hands, making 50 is closer to 50 as we make the rotation over the P4. Beam the last player there, but the kill's coming through. Look at this. They have dumped the spawns already. Polone and gang gonna have to make a long snow side rotation.
Right now, Jez is locking things in on the backside. He's got a purifier ready to go, and we saw him put that to pretty good use once he made his way toward top control on this same P4 spot. Nobody spawned on the backside, but Void pushes in from the front, and now he's going to opt to go ahead and pop. See what he can get. 0 kills going through for him right there. Still, Skeezes looking pretty solid right here, and like they got a chance at closing this one out. Break does go through. Tippier trying to connect with the claw. He's not shooting the right angle though, and Polone and his boys doing everything they possibly can to stay in this one.
Hardpoint
lost. Oh yeah, they are. Look at this. They don't have the spawns for the time being. Flash.
Hardpoint locked.
He's gonna be able to get the deep wrap though.
Hostiles have
12 seconds left to go. Jess, team, where are you guys going? The hill's right this way. Come on, hop on it. Close this one out. Stop dragging it out. Let's go ahead. Let's get this job done. 207 to 165. Make it 165. Rolling into the P1 reset for a third time around. And it is all out chaos. It is an all vendetta. And Jez is 35, making this new OTS gun look pretty dang good, I gotta say. Skin looks pretty solid as well. Oh, Flash catches him on the reload. And he is shut down.
Yep, still 50 points separating the two. Flare from top side finds one on the inside of the hard point, but not gonna opt to push in quite yet. Gravity vortex is everywhere, nades everywhere. Jumping down, still connects. He's got a lot of players to take out in a very small amount of time. Not gonna be able to make it happen there, and Polone squad staying in this at every turn. It looks like Skeezes should be able to close it out, but just not letting it happen quite yet. Jez puts the sauce on it, but that's the reason that you run the 40 round. He said, it's okay. I got some boxing gloves. You can enjoy them. Jock hops down. All right, some of these sprays out of Chez looking a little bit iffy. Does still get the kill right there, but still yet to clear out the hard point, and they are just dragging this one on, trying to make it as long as possible.
Oh, yeah, you gotta love it, man. That means we're gonna be here casting for a little bit longer, right? Yay, let's get it. Let's go. Player 1 beam the top. Jez pulls out the Fury. Finally doesn't get shut down. As a matter of fact, he shuts down 3 in the midst. Making 2, actually, as player 1's gonna be able to get that second one. Pallone on his tummy. Oh, God, that was not a good play there, Pallone. Obviously, you had the right intentions, just didn't expect the Super Soaker to come through and play here on this Summit map now. Jez is absolutely burning them. No pun intended for the purifiers. It was water that was coming out of that one. But 25 seconds left to go. 15 seconds to close it out. I don't think they're going to get the job done here. As a matter of fact, I already see Jez set up for Duke. Come on, bro. What's going on?
Right now, not going to be able to find Pallone. That allows him to get pushed back. Tip your claw in hand. Pushes on. Takes down Drop Shock. Couple seconds to be gained right here. Waits for the reinforcements. Teammates going to pick up a couple of those final seconds. Not quite enough for them to close things out, but only 4 seconds needed. Jez trying to cut off any of these rotations. Jacques going to be the one caught in the crossfire right here. He gets shut down. I believe that's a Sparrow gone to waste as well, and that should be the final kills for Skeezes to lock in the win.
Okay.
But not the win, because they
Not the win,
DQ'd.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was intentional, too. He stuck with it, too. You know that was premeditated, too, Bobby.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you mentioned it. How much time did he have to actually get that skin bought and then put into his loadout? All right, let's see what game you guys are playing.
We should have just
45
had the
to 28.
admins end the game. I want to be honest.
I mean, we should have just popped into VCs and be like, hey, can you guys back out as a DQ?
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't want to rob you, Chad, of some of the great games, right?
The OTS 9 gameplay, you know? You're welcome.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Enjoy.
Good job, Jez, but also kind
Bad
of
job.
irritated at you.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's getting late, and you know, we still got one more best of 5 to go, right? This one started off as a SmackDown, right? 2-0.
Yeah.
We get to the control, and then you get smacked. Hardpoint, just saw it, was sold. You didn't need to smack, but you got smacked with a DQ instead. Even though you still slayed too, so I can't even be mad at you because it was great gameplay with the new gun and the new skin. So well played, Jez.
Touche. I'm just surprised I even had that downloaded.
Facts, big facts.
Oh well. Getting ready for the final map. It's going to be Hacienda, Search and Destroy.
If we see Jez pull out that LTS skin, can we just like agree to back
Oh yeah, I'm
out
just
and
gonna
start
leave.
the series? Okay, cool. All right, I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
I don't think that he will, because
Yeah, the cushion's gone now. They gotta win.
Yep.
Yep.
That would be my guess anyway. Everybody asking, that's the new OTS skin that dropped like literally an hour ago, 2 hours ago.
You'd be right. You would be right, Chet. How did we get to this point, though, you may ask? It's because Beam got caught using Quick Fix and Hardline in Game 3 of our second series of the night. The control was a win, technically, but an L at the same time. So, technically, they beat him, but it was a DQ because we had, again, Quick Fix and Hardline used. Now, we find ourselves in this predicament, and surely enough, man, thought we were going to be good sports about it. Thought we were, you know, of age, and we're all fully capable adults of making the right choice. Jez, he decided to choose violence.
Bro said, or Tyrese said, "Bro, I just want to go to sleep." I'm like, tell your teammates to not use banned items. That like,
yeah, bro, come on. Don't tell us that.
we don't want to win. Okay, we can just DQ you and we'll move on to the grand finals. That's fine.
Yeah. You don't want a Bobby skin? How disrespectful, bro.
All right. Yes, chat. It is 2-2. Everybody was quick to ready up for all the other games, and now that we're arriving at the final one, they're just taking their sweet time.
All right, at some point we got to start, right? We're just gonna start kicking people out of the lobby.
Chat, we're starting to reach the point in the broadcast where
I don't care what happens. let's
where
just go.
Caster Bobby has like he's run out of gas. So Streamer Bobby is going to start to take over. So if it starts to seem a little bit more laid back, that's because I'm annoyed and I just want to move on to the grand finals because we know that freaking we know Skis is going to win. They're just trolling their way through. All right, admins, spam. They're ready. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Well, in unrelated news, the Warriors are moving on to the Western semifinals.
Steph Curry is the greatest point guard of all time.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Okay.
Also, that is going to be like the most viewed playoff series of all time. Like probably the final dance
Destroy the
of
objective.
the of LeBron versus Steph Curry. Like it's going to be peak basketball. But anyways,
Super sweet.
to the action at hand. Jez is not using a banned gun. Woohoo!
All right. Well, he's not using a band gun, but he's got a CBR and shots on the outside of that office. Flare 2 opens up with one, but Pallone there for the quick trade. Void right in front of Jez. Look at him. He's just got the cheeky angles. Wait, can't shot it. Yo, mommies, bro. Are we doing this? What's going on?
Imagine they lose.
I know, right?
That would be kind of poetic, to be honest.
Super poetic.
All right, Tyrese picks up one with the HDR. We saw him cooking on Raid earlier. See if he can continue to do so. Tippier takes down Flash, so the 4v2 now becomes a 2v2. Void peeks the corner, but timing doesn't go his way, so right now he's going to hop back to the water side, and Bomb still down over on B. Gonna need to be retrieved sometime soon as Pallone takes down Tippier. Now all down to Tyrese in the 1v2.
Okay. He said they don't even want to play. Here we are. 1v2. Bombs down, and I would know 100% sure that Void's already called it out. He's just positioned himself for the exit. Pick this bomb up. It's going to make a lot of noise to the opponent team. Tyrese can't win the gunny. Void says,
Nice work.
you don't want to play. We want to win. We'll get the best of both worlds.
Chat, for everyone asking, I'm eating salt and vinegar chips. So,
Defend the objective.
best chips in the
Tasty.
world.
They have the bomb.
Well,
Absolutely.
actually, have you ever had voodoo chips?
Oh, I love voodoo chips.
Voodoo
bro.
chips are so good. They're like a combination between like salt and vinegar and like barbecue. I don't even know how to describe it, but voodoo chips are definitely the best chips in the world. But salt and vinegar are second to voodoo chips.
The bomb has been planted.
Oh, that's a quick plant. On A, no less.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no, that's what we're used to. Never mind. I take it back.
There we go. That's the one. All right, post plant. No interactions as of yet. Pallone on the outskirts of the fences, trying not to make too much noise, trying to wait for the cavalry to come through as well. Oh boy. Flash so able to open up with the first, make it two. He's done though. Blair gonna be able to find one. Tyree's gonna be able to find another 2v2. This one's coming out to yet again.
Last man standing.
The same two.
Tippier versus Void. Void's got sniper in hand. Doesn't read the right direction on this, and now he's out of time. Unfortunate. Even if he had gotten the kill right there, was not going to be able to make it happen. Tippier cleans things up. Now a 1-1 tie as Skeezes bounce back from that first round. Tyrese and Tippier already combined for 7. Putting the team on their back.
He has the bomb.
Okay. Combining for 7. That's huge. I think Tyrese got 2 of those last round. Tippier getting his last one as well. Pallone opening it up with 1 for himself. He's got 5. Void with a second there as both players drop. Tyrese on the top side of the map is going to be able to find one. Oh my god, there's no way.
You were the last one.
There's no way you don't find that one, Tyrese. That's a tough way to go. Flash going to beast to close us out.
Nice work.
The lead back in the
Next
hands
round.
of the players over at the Pallone squad.
Enemy
They got
has
5-0 that round. They got straight rolled. Unfortunate. See if they can bounce back right here. And
Destroy the objective.
right now
Bomb
it's
acquired.
I mean it's a pretty one-sided for the players in the Palone squad. Palone, Flash, and Void doing all the work for their team. Jacques looking for kill number 1, and Jez opens things up onto Flash off the start right there. He's gonna get traded out, so 1 for 1. Actually, Jacques drops as well, so it is still advantage Skeezes, but the bomb, I believe, down over. Oh, actually gets dropped as Drop Shock takes down player 1. He's able to retreat with his life as well. And now into a little bit of a dicey 3v3 as the bomb needs to be retrieved.
Yeah. Tip, you're going to be able to collect it, but in the midst of the action, you catch 1 for 1 trades, makes it a 2v2. Blown and Drop Shock. Drop Shock keeping the dream alive by not letting that bomb plant go down. He's able to reposition. Tip, you're looking for the rotation. Is he going to anticipate the hop up? No, it's not, because Drop is not coming that way. At the very least, you've done a great job of getting the kills and just going absolutely wild with the reposition. All the way around to the flip side of things, he is all the way to the checker site. Bomb certainly still going down now as Tip, you're finally going to be able to do the deed. Drop might be able to get the COD timing. The hop up could be his best friend. Let's see if he can get the job done.
Woo, he's right behind him. The spectator client couldn't even register what was happening right there, but big kill for Drop Shock. All down to Tyrese. He's going to drop as well, and Palone squad, they've come off to a hot start right here, 3-1. And coming off that first search and destroy, the expectation, at least for me, was definitely that it was going to be a bit of a cakewalk for Skeezes, but they have not looked very confident off the start right here. Only 1 kill for Jez, and Beamed yet to pick up any.
Okay. Beamed, your big carry in the first search and destroy. I think he dropped 14. The blowout, maybe it wasn't 14. Maybe it was Tyrese who top fragged. Nonetheless, I mean, maybe it was the last series we watched. He fragged out. Not getting the job done here in this one. First blood comes through. Drop Shock's dropped. No spoiling the bomb plant here. Bombs, I mean, literally in the middle of the map at the moment. And they are trying to get the hit back over to this B site. Maybe just trying to clear all odds and ends before they make the move. Flash for positions. Tyrese able to take down Palone to the flip side of things. 2 players left for the Palone squad. Make it 1 now as Jock gets dropped. Void. Here for the ace. Can he make the clutch happen? It's got to start with Jez. Never mind.
I think Jez heard that one.
Bomb has been planted.
Indeed he did. Oh, doesn't matter. Void, nice little quick scope, you know. 3rd time's the charm. Does see 1 player down below, but Beam peeks the corner. Just like that, Skeezes pick up another round.
Ready up.
And they keep things close once again. Now 3-2 as they bounce back with a crucial round.
Okay.
Defend the objective.
We'll be tied before we flip sides, or we have a 2-round lead. These are the questions, Bobby. Hits coming through. Going for B yet again. You got the top side of the managed control. Tyrese picks up his 7th. Drop Shock yet again, first blooded. That is tough. Make it 2 more in the feed. Just like that, things are getting bad, Bobby. Flash and Palone, last 2 alive. Minute 28 going to be reduced to 45-2. Now here comes the retake. 2v5. See if Palone can get anything hit with this Flash. Nope. Tyrese shuts him down too, so...
Oh my god.
God, Flash. I don't know. What was that, bro?
It's not over yet.
That's tough.
Ready up.
All right. Well, he's got 9 on the board. Just like that, Skeezes find a way to tie things up. Jacques still sitting on a goose egg. Buddy, your team needs you. Now is the time. Final game of the night for you guys. See what he can do right here. Tyrese looking for somebody top main building. Nobody there. Seeing if anybody overextends onto A, and with a peek around the corner should get some information. Beauty of a shot. One goes through for Jez as well, and just like that, 2-man advantage for Skeezes.
Okay. Tyrese now, just like we saw in the raid, is starting to pick it up here, and it's kind of hard to shut him down. Flash not going to be able to do the job. Palone in a 1v5. He's got the amoeba, but he does not have
over yet. Ready up.
anything left of it. 4-3. Lead in the hands of the Skeezas. Can they continue with the pressure? Very, very dominant. I don't think a single kill came through. For the attacking squad.
I mean, Tyrese was just doing the same thing that he did on Raid. Could not miss a shot with the HDR. And every one of the reads seemed to be perfect. Void down below nearly catches him off guard. But I think he's going to have the read on the play up the stairs. Doesn't actually see his head peeking out. Void's going to opt to go back to that other doorway. Bomb does go down. No first blood for either team. And Tyrese just not quite getting the timings to go his way. So he's going to be forced on over to the low side. See if he can find a pick. Void picks up Flare. That's going to be huge to start.
Okay. 45 seconds left to go. Palone finding another. Oh my god, Jez. Or not Jez, but Beam gets, I mean, shortied. We'll just say, to sum it up. Almost gets the boxing glove. No melee here, buddy. Tippier 1v5. He's got the HVK. And he's erupted.
They just do not want to let Jacques get a kill.
None. No.
Oh, poor guy. I've been there, you know. Yeah, I've been there. It happens to the best of us, and he's got to persevere and hope that kill comes through. Once again, keeping things close. See if Tyrese can pick up some of these kills with the HDR on the top side. Does not spot out anybody, but Jez with the first blood onto Jacques. Poor guy. He's just having a rough
Poor
go of it.
Jacques, man. God. Yeah, he is. I mean, I don't even think he made it. Jez, how do you get that far up in the map? And Jacques was literally running full speed, sprinting for his life. Surely enough. It's dropped. Drop shot. Gonna get headshot. Flare too raw. Is indeed too raw. As he wins the gunny. So 2 down. Void able to find the trade finally, but still player advantage on the left-hand side or right-hand side of your screen. Flash might not be able to make it better. Yep, Flare says, I am taking every gunfight I can. The wrap there from Beamed might be good for one here as Void. I mean, stagnant, bro. Flat-footed. Easy one. Palone, last player alive, 1v4. He's got the bomb. That's about it.
Well, Tyrese quickly closing in. He's trying to make his way up through the middle. Shot's just not going to land onto 2 raw, and that is going to be another round going through for Skeezas back in the lead. We'll see if they can maintain it here. It's been more back and forth than we expected between these two here in the Search and Destroy. Obviously, Tyrese leading the way with 12 kills, but he's had a slow couple of rounds. Hasn't been able to pick any up. They've stopped peeking the long angles, and can't particularly say that I blame them. Full sending it on over to A, but Jez makes him pay. First blood on the Flash.
There we go. He's quick, man. He's the fastest kid alive. Slows the halt or the push down to just over the opposite wall of the well. As nobody's even able to make a single foot ever since there. They're trying to hold on for dear life. Here comes the hit. Jez putting him in the blender. Only able to find one. Flare's going to be able to find one as well, though. Tyrese gets dropped after finding one himself. Leads us down to a 1v3. Flare. Again, 2 raw for it. Void's dropped. We are on match point.
We are on match point. We'll see if they can close it out here. Tyrese on 13. Flare with 9. Poor Jacques. Poor Jacques. You know what? I'm going to spectate Jacques. I'm hoping that Jacques bounces back. Finds a way to get a kill right here. He's making his way toward this top mid side. Player 1 spotted out, and there it is. Can we get claps in chat? It's okay if the game ends now. Jacques found his first kill. The goose egg is no more. A breadstick is born.
There we go. There we go. He's got the work in. He's got the kill. Flash going to be able to pick up the bomb along with it. You got a player advantage. This one could not be over just yet. Jez is dropped. Bean's dropped. Flare, though, he is on a burner. I don't think he's died in like 3 rounds, bro. He's got 10 on board. Tyrese trying to get a little cheeky on the backside rotation as well. Palone right here on the flip side of the wall. The least of the worries, though, is Jock might have found one. Oh, he's going to be saved twice. This guy's got cat-like lives right now. Let's see if he can continue to play his life, though. It's Palone just waiting for the push here from Tyrese. Not going to happen. Tippier and Flare actually able to find 2. Palone, patience pays dividends. Nade shot out. stun hits, can't get the shot on the last player.
Lost that round, but it's not over
And it's
yet.
over, chat.
Ready up.
Bronze Series matchup finally go in favor of Skeezas.
Congratulations to Skeezes. Those are the only words you get from me. Because I'm still angry at you. Should have been over
man.
in
An
freaking
hour
3
ago.
games. They had an extra hour onto the stream time. It's because they felt like trolling.
It's a draw. Stand down.
They will win Bobby skins for each of them, some CP, and some money as well. Let me see. Do I have I do not
Wait,
have
they
a
were
graphic.
playing like that, and they won money?
Yeah. I think everybody top 8 wins
way,
money.
bro. Oh, really?
Yes. I think.
Oh, come on. Well,
Yeah.
they got their money's worth.
I don't think we have a prize pool graphic that I can see anyway. Let me see if I can find it in the event details. Here we go. Yes, first place gets 1,500, second place gets 1,000, third place gets 500, and then for CP, okay, so there's CP for top 8. 15k CP, I think each, or maybe in total, I don't know. 10k CP for second place, 5k CP for third place, and then 4th through 8th all gets 1k. There we go.
That's a lot of yeah, a lot of CP. If you didn't even make it to top 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Not too
Okay.
shabby.
Not too shabby indeed. Got to be a little more grateful for the, these kind of things, guys. We don't get these tournaments every weekend. We get a chance to get some free CP or some cash, man. Come on, it's a community event. We're celebrating you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on your back. Enjoy it. We're getting geared up. It's grand finals right around the corner, Bobby. Who is it even that's playing? It's been so long since I can't even remember. King's
I
team.
think it's Xset versus Nova. Is that right?
Okay, that
Or is
sounds about right. Yeah,
wrong year?
something
I
like
can't. Oh wait, maybe I'm confused. It's gonna be Infinix versus the Baja Blast. Baja Blast looked pretty solid. They went toe to toe all the way down to the wire against Skeezes, so I'm feeling pretty confident in what they're bringing to the table right now.
Okay. Let's get them in the lobby. Let's get them in here. Let's get this show on the road. They're not even in the VCs yet. Come on.
Yay.
Gotta get our act together. They might have gone to sleep. It's pretty late, Bobby. It's already 10 o'clock.
It's okay. I'll just take the prize money. Thanks, guys. I'll split it with Verdict. Don't worry.
Yay! I'm getting back in the swing of playing COD Mobile. Let's go. I need that
Get those
OTS
earnings
skin.
up, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Just waiting on our players. Yes. Let's go. We got at least one here. It's possible there's a DQ. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Ain't no way. They're going to DQ the grand finals? This is not guaranteed, chat, but apparently there's an emergency, so
That's tough.
that would be frustrating. Don't worry, I'll just sub in for you guys.
There we go. I'll solo cast. Nim says she'll cast with me.
Nice. W.
Or sub in. Big W.
WWW. All right. Well, we're just waiting on final word, but apparently somebody for Baja Blast has had an emergency that they have to attend to. So we are currently waiting for everybody to load in and see what the situation is going to be. Thank you once again for your patience. Just give the skin to members here. If I could, I would, guys. I promise. If it was that easy, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Okay. Well, what an eventful night we've had. This is a 4-day tourney that we've, put together. I mean, Bobby's Community Fair could not have been a bigger dub up until that DQ happened. Obviously, you know, we can't control any of that stuff, Chad. Right? But we've had good times. You remember? You remember Tyrese with the HDR times? Those were great times. You know, peak jazz times, the control up into the DQ. We've had great times, chat. There's no need to be bummed, right?
It's the highlight of my weekend. Except for Steph Curry's performance. I take it back. That was the highlight of my weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know, close second place.
There we go. Oh, and that's gonna get topped next weekend when the Lakers and Golden State are squaring off.
Oh my gosh.
And what would be the final saga of the LeBron versus Curry matchup?
That's gonna be, I don't know. I would love for the Warriors to win, but I just think the Lakers seems better.
As long as they're healthy. That's they just need to stay healthy. That's it.
Admins are typing.
Okay.
Tyree said nobody beat us. You are correct. You did not. Nobody beat you. You beat yourselves.
That's right. Actually, beat you.
That's true.
Think about it.
Why would you use band perks? He probably just didn't have a CBR loadout pre-made, and just pulled out. He was like, "Oh, I want to use a CBR," and didn't think about the fact that it was a rank setup. If I had to guess,
That's what I would say too.
Where do you live, Verdict?
I am in Alabama at Central Time.
So who do you cheer for when it comes to basketball? Just whoever?
Oh, nobody. I don't watch basketball. Yeah, I like LeBron. I like players. I don't really have like a home team though. I mean, I would have been an Atlanta Hawks fan. God, thank God I don't watch basketball. That'd probably been the only. And then I did like the Orlando Magic growing up, but
yeah, they're really bad. I'd say that as a Hornets fan. Actually, they're probably better than Hornets. So.
I mean, pick your poison. I mean, it didn't get very good for basketball around here. Football-wise, it's funny. I actually grew up a Packers fan. In baseball, I was Braves.
I have lots of friends that are Braves fans.
Poor guys. I mean, they won a championship, last 2 seasons ago, but.
Yeah, it looks like pretty likely that we're going to have a DQ. It's just a really tough way to end a 4-day tournament. But there's not anything we can do about it. I don't even know what to do. Like,
I'm from South Florida, but I live in Alabama. I'm not from Alabama, bro. Come on. What's wrong with you?
I would say we can cast it another time, but I don't know if I'm gonna have like a ridiculously busy weekend or busy week. Country roads. Take me home.
Oh, rip.
This
is your community fan. You decide what you want to do with it.
I mean, I want to watch the grand finals, but I don't really get to have a choice in that.
Fair.
All right. Well, it looks like Infinix Gaming win. Wow, that was very anticlimactic. I've never had this happen before, but I don't know any way around it. Well, sorry, guys. I hate this. Give them 5 minutes, then DQ? I mean, it's been 7 minutes since they sent that message. 9 minutes, actually. Skeez's Grand Finals? No, I'm not giving Skeez's any more airtime. They've already irritated me beyond belief. It's literally I would.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be. At
I would
this tipping
sooner.
point
I
if
would
it wasn't
sooner
for
put an
Skeezers.
entire like elite rank squad in the Grand Finals before I put Skeez in the Grand Finals. All right. Let them get a sub. I mean, admins made a point. They could get a sub, but then it would be instantly appealed because it's against the rules, and they would get DQ'd. So. Waiting. I'm gonna wait like just a minute more. B, I told you I'm not letting third play for first. They literally trolled multiple matches. It's not. I'm not doing that.
Multiple maps too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's Mighty, just no, don't.
We should have a rule where if they DQ, they lose the prize pool. Yeah, that would. I guess we'll have to put that in future or in place in the future. No, I can't push finals till next week because I'm gone all next weekend. We waited so long. Trust me, guys. I did too. So did Verdict. So did the admins.
Yeah.
I can't.
This is not poetic justice.
Not.
From what we've had such like, like ironic and crazy things happen tonight. This is just not one of them.
I don't know. How do you have somebody just disappear? That's crazy. Bobby sub in. Much as I would love to do that. I also have a cut on one of my fingers, so I can't really game very effectively right now. Ask the other team if they're okay with the sub. I mean, I guess we can do that, but I think they'll just say no.
Well, alrighty. Been more than 10 minutes. Well, I mean, Tyrese, buddy, it's not like, we're going to be reaching out to the Skeezers to come and make an emergency appearance. I mean, after that...
If y'all had just won your match normally, I would have been down.
But then we've been like, yeah, let's go.
Y'all, I know your team's here. They've been here trolling for the last hour and a half. It's almost like it pays to take things seriously. Who would have thought?
Almost. Yeah. Literally.
Nims, do we call it? They won't allow us up. It's DQ. All right. Well, guys, I'm sorry that it has to finish this way, but that is it's gonna wrap it up for Bobby's Community Fair. Congratulations! It is going to be Infinix taking the win. They'll take home $1,500 in the championship matchup. Second place goes to Baja Blast. And in the future, we will implement a rule for community tournaments where if you DQ in the grand finals, you do not get any of your prize earnings.
Here we go.
All right.
Can we? I mean, as terrible as this ending is, can we just like celebrate for a second? Kings, you won your first event, bro. What the heck? This is the first time. Look, let's go. Round of applause for Kings. He is coming and gunning anybody that gets in his path for stage 3 and on this year. He made his call last year, and so far it's been true, man. He's on top of the game at the moment.
All right. Congratulations to Kings. Big W. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry we had to go out this way. If we find some way to play out the match in the future, we'll try to do it, but it's not going to happen tonight, unfortunately. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.